good?
Yeah.
Good. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the AfrOtaku Podcast, episode 18. The podcast where we talk about anime, manga, and everything else. I'm Mr. Good Guy, aka MGG, and I'm joined here by my co-host, who will introduce himself starting right now.
Hey, it's Player 5.
What's good? It's Jugga.
What up, what up? I am Grinch.
Alright, I'm taking story time today, but it's story time / a weird, decent segment, I'm gonna call it. I was playing with the name Out of Pocket or Overreacting, but basically I'm gonna tell the story, and I want to hear y'all perspective. Y'all think I was making too much of this situation, or y'all think my decision was what I ended up doing was out of pocket, right? So I'm a guy that I guess likes to work out sometimes, but lately I've been like doing my little morning workout schedule, and usually night before I pack a bunch of things and then I go out and do it, right? So this Thursday I packed my gym bag. I go to jiu-jitsu in the morning. I train pretty hard. You know what I mean? I'm sweating and all that shit. And then I go, usually after I finish jiu-jitsu, I take a shower, and then I go to work. So in the shower process, I'm going through my bag, and I realize I forgot to put my underwear in that motherfucker.
I knew it.
So at that moment, I go, look, but the extra piece of that is that I packed an extra pair of shorts, like basketball shorts or whatever, in there. So then the question became, do I use these basketball shorts as underwear? Do I go with no underwear? Or do I use the dirty underwear? Mind you, the dirty underwear is like drenched in sweat at this point from the jiu-jitsu practice. Nah, so I'm kind of like, which one do I go with?
Well, go ahead.
You want me to go with that indecision, or y'all want to put y'all things out there first?
I want to put my stuff out first.
What choice would you make?
So here's what I gotta say. There's a couple infractions here. First of all,
so I'm out of pocket.
Yeah, you been out of pocket from the jump because you was
going to the gym was out of pocket.
No, working out in draws was out of pocket. You supposed to be in compression.
You don't work out in draws?
You supposed to be in compressions.
Wow.
I ain't never had no draws on.
I didn't even know the layers are out of pocket.
Yeah, you out of pocket because you was supposed to be in some compressions when you working out. That's
okay.
one.
It is less comfortable though.
Mm-hmm. See? Then, let's see. Number 2, like, okay, so with the one, no, absolutely not. Don't put on dirty drawers. If you did that, bro. If you did that, you no longer CEO.
Yeah, bro.
All right?
That's dirty.
Then see our 2 options: free ball or use the underwear or use the shorts as drawers. Here's how I feel about it. If you going somewhere not like your house, you can't use shorts as drawers unless them are now officially forever drawers. Like, everybody got a pair of shorts that's a little too short, and now they drawers. You feel me? But you don't switch back. I don't wear them like they not drawers no more. You know what I'm saying? When they drawers, they drawers. That's it. So if you wear them as drawers, them drawers now. And then the last thing,
so it doesn't really matter.
No, that's filthy, bro. If they draws, they draws. You can't be switching back and forth. And then lastly, if you went free balling, ain't nothing wrong with that. You just a thought, though.
You a thought.
You thought. That's
all right. Who else want to throw their options in the ring?
Bro, like, I agree with Player 5 up to the extent of pretty much the thoughts. Pretty much, to be honest.
So basically, if you wear shorts, then you're underwear now. If you wear shorts as underwear,
I can kind of see that, to be honest.
They don't go backwards.
I mean, it'd feel strange to me if I started wearing them.
No, you can't watch. No, they don't go backwards. They draws now. And if I wash my drawers, can I wear them like shorts? No. They draws.
Okay, now that'd be fine. But I personally go with the shorts because I mean I don't know about you, but I mean one wrong move with the zipper and it's GG, man.
I'd have went naked.
So
I'd have been free balling.
He said,
wait, you would have went
free ball?
Wow.
Also, was I out of pocket or am I overreacting with the situation?
Wait, what did you mean?
The whole situation, was it out of pocket for me to? Well, actually, I guess I'll wait till my decision and then I'll ask. But I think I know what it's not. Well, Gramps, what you had to say?
Sure, that's easy, man. I'm obviously wearing the shorts, and I'm wearing them as shorts again.
Alright, so he believed that they can turn back into shorts afterwards. Okay, cool.
Bro.
They can cross the dimensional threshold.
No, they don't.
Take it to shorts.
Damn, bro, it's just like you be wearing them shorts.
Underwear before.
You heard him?
What
He
is
done
it?
it before multiple times.
That's filthy.
Yeah.
Filthy, bro. That's one step from being a caveman. I do, but once my shorts is draws, they draws. That's it. They go in the draws hamper.
You got a special hamper for drawers?
And a special drawer. My drawer, I got a drawers drawer and a hamper for drawers.
I have a drawers drawer, but I don't.
So
have
you
special-
just throw your dirty
All my
drawers
dirty
on your
clothes
t-shirts?
together.
Yes.
My dirty t-shirts, yes.
As long as you clean.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, like, time out. Wait a minute. Dirty? Is this a cause of concern?
Look,
His drawers is leaking, bro.
ball sweat, big nigga ass sweat, be a little dick juice on there. I ain't about to throw that onto my button ups.
Damn.
Then you get to sniff your butt. What the fuck?
And do laundry correctly. What
Hey.
is shouldn't be
Just
a big
because it smells
deal.
clean don't mean your ball juice ain't been on there.
And
So-
your ball juice got a stench so thick. Doing laundry can't get it out. Fuck.
Hey, bro, y'all niggas just filthy, bro.
Wow. So anyway, so conclusion.
I understand why when you wear shorts as underwear, they automatically your drawers because your ass be having dookie stains in those motherfuckers.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
that. I
hey,
guess
hey.
that's your
With
reason.
those fucking dookie stains out in the street.
Hey, man, look, I ain't gonna confirm nor deny that statement. I'm just gonna say, don't wear your drawers as shorts, man.
Wow.
All right. So the conclusion was I wore the shorts as drawers.
Right. Okay.
But is
I
they
couldn't
going
do
back
the
to
dirty
being
underwear.
shorts?
Huh?
Are they going back to
I
being
think they're
shorts?
going back to being shorts, bro.
Filthy, bro. Niggas out here,
It was
bro.
surprisingly comfortable though. I'm not gonna lie, man. I wasn't as I didn't feel as bad about it as I thought I would have. But yeah, so I guess I was overreacting.
Snap.
Yeah,
I would've went free baller.
I would have went free ball.
You ever just been free, bro?
No, I can't do that at work, bro. I just don't feel. I feel like everybody around me knows I'm free
Man,
ball.
fuck it.
You know,
Fuck them. Let them look. Watch me.
I'm good, man. I'm the only black person at that job right now. Well, like with my team on the rig. So I lied. There's another person now, but
Yeah.
nah, I don't want to be that guy.
I'll be that nigga.
Of course.
Of course you would.
Just free balling it.
You just walk around with gray shorts on and no drawers on. Somebody gonna learn today.
You gonna learn
You gonna learn today.
And he can be fired the next day.
Exactly. Ball meat, bro. Ball meat all out there.
You had
Nigga job, you know he fired the next day.
Oh,
And he in jail.
just a tad bit too much ball meat showing, sir. We're gonna have to fire you.
What? I can't have my ball meat out? Like, no, sir. Put that up. Oh, okay. It sounds like someone's getting fucked.
Bro, they just watch anime.
That's what
All
it sounds
Yeah. I mean, do you want to continue off your D&D story,
Oh, I think
or
that's
we can
fine.
hop into decent news?
We can do decent news.
All right. On to some decent news. I don't know which one we want to start with. Let's start with the Shaggy thing, because that'll be quick. So
snap.
you can take that away.
Alright, so for who's ever watching and got their hopes up, it's been unfortunately confirmed that Shaggy will not be in the new Mortal Kombat 11.
Boo.
I was hoping for it.
It was, I forgot his name, but it was said by like the main head honcho over Mortal Kombat that absolutely not. Like, come on, guys, you already knew this was ridiculous, and it was not going to happen. So, pretty much, he kind of treated everybody who signed that petition trying to get Shaggy into it, and it's just not going to happen.
Niggas really do think petitions will get anything done, though.
No, but in their defense, though, it was said by, I don't know if it was Ed Boon or the main creator, but he did say that every petition regarding like this video games that he controls, they actually take very seriously.
Oh, okay.
Regarding customer service and everything, like he said, there's literally a department of like a few people who just scour the internet for petitions regarding their games and respond to them seriously. So for that, I'll give him big ups for at least taking it like seriously to the extent of we'll look at it, but you obviously know this is trash, so we're not going to do it. But yeah,
I mean, if you think about it, what could you say his moveset would be? What would the fatality be?
Oh, they can get creative. I mean,
what would you do if you were the creator?
I think.
Let's see. If I had Shaggy, let's see, what could he do? Oh, okay, well, he's got to have a move with Scooby Snacks, right? So he could literally just be like chucking them as like projectiles. I can see that as one.
I would have done it like how they reveal the person at the end, but he just peels their face off. So like, you know, they got him tied up and they're like, oh, who is it? And then they just peel that nigga face off for real. Damn. So it's just like a skull and he just like, oh. I guess he wasn't a monster.
Or like his moves could also just like, you know, just have like a homie help of like the actual Scooby gang, right? So like Scooby Doo can come out of nowhere, you know, it's like a bite attack randomly.
Oh shit, yeah, they just have Scooby be like a pit or something.
Right.
Just start eating that nigga up.
Effing like Fred and Daphne do like some slapping technique. I don't know, but I figured like if they really wanted to do it, they could do it. You know what I mean? Like the finish them is literally like the entire the entire squad gets in the van and just like runs them over or something. I feel like that'd be kind of hilarious. But I'm just saying it's possible. That's all. But yep, Shaggy, no Mortal Kombat. Interesting thought, but oh well. Maybe next time, guys. Maybe next time.
Gotcha. Speaking of video games, we can segue into Apex Legends and the Amazon gaming console. You want to take those, Gramps?
Can't really say that I've played them yet, but Apex Legends, that's one of the online, well, they're both online games essentially, but I think Apex Legends is supposed to be a lot more similar to, I guess they're trying to ride the Fortnite and PUBG hype train that everybody's been on.
Oh, is it like it's whatever the playstyle similar to those? Oh wow, you just got muted.
Where you basically where the map shrinks over time.
Say it one more time. You got like muted.
I said, what is it called again when the map shrinks over time?
Oh, I don't know what they call it. Yeah, Fortnite. Fortnite.
Treated.
So that's it. You just fight in the map shrinks.
What's up?
So you just fight in the map shrinks.
No, I'm saying it's not like that.
Oh, it's not like that.
Shrink over time.
Okay.
I think like from the videos that I saw, it looked a lot more similar to like the Call of Duty type stuff, online games or whatever. Because the art style is better, but some people also compared it to I always forget the name of the game where you have these giant mechs that you run around with.
Oh, Titanfall?
Titanfall.
Yeah. There are people that are also comparing it to Titanfall. That works, except you don't have the giant mechs with you. But we'll see if the hype continues to go up over time. I doubt it. And then Amazon has a new game that's it's an MMO. I think people were just learning about it within the past 2 or 3 days. Do you guys have the name for it?
New World?
Yeah, there we go.
New World, okay.
New World, and
yep.
Of course, I don't really play multiplayer games, so I can't really say that I'll be jumping into it. What are you guys' opinions so far?
From what I heard, they're saying, like, I've always wanted to jump into a game that's like what they're saying it is, but I don't know if this is going to be the one that I do it for. I don't even know what is it coming out on like PS4 Pro systems, or is it coming out on their, like, do they have a system?
I didn't check out the article. That's just PC.
I didn't see anything about that.
Yeah, so I don't know what system it's dropping for, but like, I did want to play like games like DayZ or whatever, where you kind of like it's more player controlled, and you just kind of tossed into a big open world. But I don't know if this is the one that is going to draw me into it, unless I hear something like really, really great from somebody about it. But there's going to be a lot to pull me in. What about y'all?
So I ain't playing that weak shit.
Damn.
True. But to be honest, I don't know. I mean,
the only one in dude that actually plays MMOs.
That's true. You play MMOs?
You said what?
Aren't you the only one that plays MMOs?
I mean, I don't really play MMOs. I played a MMO. I mean, I like RPG games.
Did you play Elder Scrolls or whatever?
Yeah, that was like an MMO.
Oh.
Like
The one.
I feel like that's the MMO, right?
I mean, okay, no. Like Elder Scrolls Online is an MMO.
Yeah.
But like Elder Scrolls is just RPG because it's not online.
Oh, okay.
You just in your own world.
That's just a good point.
Oh,
But,
maybe it was Quentin then. Because I know Quentin was talking about some like Elder Scrolls stories. He might play it.
Yeah, I mean, I played Elder Scrolls Online before.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, it was both of y'all.
Yeah, that one MMO. That one, bro. What you talking
That
about?
makes you an expert, bro. Nowadays,
Fuck.
that makes you the resident MMO expert. We expect you to just know
So
everything.
you gotta be the test dummy.
Ooh.
Man, what? I only get a couple of hours of my time throughout the weekend. I ain't wasting on weak ass games. I know that.
Damn, bro.
Apex Legends. Shit.
This ain't wasting it on turning his shorts into draws.
You the nigga turned your shorts into drawers. You know, I'm on that iPhone shit, bro. I done just bought some new drawers, nigga. So
I'm fully done.
But nah, I'm not really a PC gamer in the first place. So if it is just into being a PC game, I'll definitely not play it. If it does come on the systems, I'm definitely not thirsty for it. So
if it come out for
like-
free, if it's on Xbox Pass, I'll cop it for free.
well, I mean, who denied a free game, right?
Yeah, I'll take the free game.
Do
I
PlayStation
try to
got
download
PlayStation
Destiny.
Pass?
You said what?
Do PlayStation got PlayStation
They
Pass?
give out free games every month. Yeah.
How
That's
many?
What you're trying to say? One.
Oh, one?
Usually it's one, right? He like
No,
They got more than one free game.
they give out a free game like they give out 3 or 4 free games.
Every month?
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
I
a
missed
lot.
those.
What?
I usually only see one highlighted, so I just get that one.
Oh, man, that's crazy. That's some real
Yeah, I'm
PlayStation
missing out on
shit.
hella games. Because I got Destiny, but it was just too much to download, so I haven't even booted it up yet. Because I was like, you know what? I guess it's about that time I just figured
Destiny
out what it's
1
like.
or 2?
I think it was 2 that they had for free a few months back. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll download it, see if it's worth my time.
Oh, yeah, I played Destiny 1. I played it. I guess technically that's another MMO. My bad.
Yeah.
I played
Oh, God.
several.
See, we knew you was an expert.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not a huge fan.
here's one that's I guess now available until the 12th. If you're into it, they have a game called Tetris Effect.
Huh.
I'm not gonna fuck with it because I don't play Tetris, but I'm guessing they're trying to make a big comeback and add a lot more visuals to it and stuff. They're probably trying to make it look a lot more like how Dr. Mario would. But
Innovated Tetris.
Wow.
No, it looked like it's just regular Tetris with a lot of bright lights. I'm looking it up on YouTube right now. Oh.
Yeah, I guess if you wanted to jump into that.
I mean, I like Tetris, but like I just can't. I could never bring myself to playing it on my system. Like as a phone game, sure. I don't have a problem. I like time wasters like that, where it's like I don't feel like I need to, like you know how they try to hook you and make sure you play every day. Like
True.
Yep.
Tetris is one of those where I'm like, oh cool, I can like play for a while I'm like on a trip or doing some shit. But I would never bring myself. I just feel corny as fuck if I was to do that on my system. Like a big screen TV, you just in there just drop, like what?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm wasting my time.
Layman.
Yeah, I could be doing way better things. Like that, I just really don't want to do anything.
True.
Yeah, do you also be playing Snake on your phone, nigga? What the hell?
Yeah, I know.
Might as well make a new version of Pong.
That'd be lit though. Multiplayer Pong.
Stop.
I'm talking about online multiplayer Pong.
Nigga, when they only...
I don't know why that's not there. That's
you
gotta
can
be
buy
there.
a tennis game, nigga? What?
That's gotta be there.
Why is Pong even a thing?
What if I mean, look, Rocket League is just soccer with cars. What if they just had some cool ass?
I don't play
with
Rocket
cars,
League,
bro.
nigga. You
That
play
actually,
Rocket
soccer is
Damn.
just Pong with more people.
Wow,
if you really think about it,
You're
it's
right.
Pong with more pedals. That's all. It's the exact same concept,
FIFA
bro.
is just Pong.
100%.
FIFA's fun.
With just professional paddlers. That's it.
Wow.
Anyway.
It's kind of almost every sport. You trying to get one ball from one side to the other.
Exactly.
Hey, look, I think you just figured it out.
Pong was the first sports game.
Yeah, 100%.
Hinamaru Sumo is basically Pong.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good theory we got there.
Oh, fuck.
All right, so we now got both those gaming ones. We can do the Robert Pattinson and the Shaft Jr.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I got you. All right. So, regarding the new Batman movie that we first found out about last week, for playing the main role, Warner Brothers has been looking at quite a few people. In the last interview that happened, when did that happen? I think it was like actually just about a week ago, maybe. They said they were checking out Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Gosling, Jack O'Connell, John Hamm. Oh my God!
John
they
Hamm
actually
would be decent.
Mother effer. They're actually considering Nick Jonas as well. Okay, I don't even know what's going on with Warner Brothers anymore, but I know if they Nick Jonas is not the main focus. Anyways, another person that they'd be looking into though is the Twilight star Robert Pattinson. Now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of names you listed are almost automatic no's for me. This Jack O'Connell guy looked like maybe he could work. I didn't think John Hamm was a bad suggestion. He usually plays like a badass.
Actually, who is John Hamm? Yeah,
John Hamm is like, he was in. I'm trying to think. That movie's probably not that well known, but it was like Baby Driver. He was like playing some dude in there.
Actually,
but yeah,
low key, I can see that.
He can play a badass like.
Yeah,
dude.
I remember him. Okay, I kind of see that low key.
Plus, Walking Dead. He was in some TV show too.
Huh.
Oh, Mad Men is where people know him from. That's his big thing.
But anyways, they are also considering, which is actually getting a lot of backing, just at least his followers, but Robert Pattinson, the star of Twilight, to become...
Oh shit, scared shit out of me.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, okay. But they said they were checking him out too, and even Ben Affleck was like, "Oh yeah, he might be a good thought," because Ben Affleck's though he's not the main star anymore. I think he is the executive producer, or at least like one high executive role within making the movie. And honestly, I don't see it. I mean, like,
I don't get it either.
Like he's. I don't know. Maybe he's just like he has like that. He had that role in Twilight that was almost like what's his face's role in The Fresh Prince. What's his name? Carlton. Yeah. Like the actor. You know what I mean?
You said he was a corny nigga?
Right. I mean, he was good in the show, but it's like you can't see him outside the show. You know what I mean?
Oh, gotcha,
and that's what I think Robert Pattinson kind of has with Twilight.
Oh, yeah,
like, he got so big with Twilight and, like, that kind of character he portrayed that I honestly can't see him as anything else, especially not pretty much the complete opposite of his character as Batman.
Yeah.
So, I truly hope that this is just like he'll get some hype, you know what I mean, which is good, great, but they don't go with him, because if they do, I am not going to be excited in the slightest for the new Batman. I think they can just
put him in a Blade movie and then, have him get killed in the first scene.
Now that would be great. That's a pretty good thought.
All big time haters.
Oh, you think?
Hey, I actually think.
Oh God,
it might work.
Remember, y'all. This is the 2018 Goofy of the Year.
I was runner up. I didn't win it.
He nominated you.
You nominated me, but I didn't win it.
Everyone got a one on the list, bro.
Okay, so check it out. This is why I think it could work.
I don't even want to hear this, bro.
So, if you think about Batman, you only see him in two roles. When he's by himself and he's basically like this ninja fighter badass, or he with the Justice League and now he's like, hey, I don't need to be a ninja fighter badass because I got gods around me.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
Basically the detective. I'm the loner detective nigga,
keeping these niggas human.
Yeah, keeping these niggas human. So it's not like you need no big buff nigga to go around throwing hands, right? What you can use a basically the same type of person that Edward was in Twilight. A reclusive nigga, not many words, but can still be passionate when he needs to be. Hell, most of the time his face is gonna be fucking covered. And if we talking about him as Bruce Wayne is a pretty boy. So all these niggas that be like, oh, look at this rough, gruff nigga. Batman outside the cowl is not rough and gruff. He a fucking pretty boy. So like, boom. If Batman, Bruce Wayne is the type of nigga you supposed to look at him and be like, that nigga ain't Batman. He too pretty for this shit. Like, so he kind of low-key do work if you get a nigga that's going off the comic books. And if he working with the Justice League, where he don't need to be some big buff nigga. Because that made the last Batman kind of useless. This nigga was like buff, old, gritty Batman beating niggas up. And it's like, bro, what you gonna do, nigga? And as soon as you got to the fight, you saw, what the fuck you gonna do? He just kind of sat in the background doing nothing. He was so fucking wasted. Let's see.
He shot a grappling hook, bro.
He shot a grappling hook. Yes, that's true. Yeah. He did shoot a couple of parademons. That is true. Yeah. But for the most part, he didn't do shit. He didn't tell niggas what to do. He was just like, I got y'all here, didn't I? And that was it.
No.
So, like, as far as I'm concerned, it may be a bust. Yes, like 80% is probably going to be a bust. But there's a 20% chance it could work out with that dude. Maybe.
I disagree, but
yo, I just got no comment, bro.
I don't think he's the best choice, but I think that with Batman in general, I just don't think. I would say Christian Bale was good, but he was only good because I didn't take him as Bruce Wayne. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. Like, I just saw him as like, oh, this is a modern day Batman. So I wasn't like putting him to the same standards as I put like the comic book one. Mm-hmm. I feel like if they're trying to align with the comics and find someone that makes you feel like comic book Batman, I don't have a good person that comes to mind. But if it's like how they did with the original, well, whatever, the other Batman movies where it was just like, I'm just trying to find someone that fits for the story, then I think they can make anybody work. But I think they're looking for somebody who's going to give us like a Bruce Wayne feel.
Have y'all niggas watched Gotham?
Yeah.
You watched it fully out?
I think I haven't been on this
so.
I'm current with Netflix. I'll say it like that.
Yeah, a fair amount of people fuck with the Gotham's Batman. And we all kind of had the same thing. The little boy. I mean, his nigga started out not fucking with him because it was kind of like this nigga a little too soft. Yeah. But then like he really does bring out that like though. I'm a rich, just like kid, just that don't know about shit. But then you get those glimpses of Batman, like when that nigga put his daddy watch on and beat the fuck out that little nigga. You get those glimpses where I'm like, bro, if that's all we need from that nigga, just be like this. Like as Bruce Wayne, you this like pretty boy nigga that we don't suspect. But then when you Batman, we get that glimpse of like, oh, this nigga been through some shit, bro. This little pretty boy will beat the fuck out of you. Like, if he could pull that off, I don't know his range of acting. Yeah. I don't watch that nigga like that, but if he could pull it off, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
It'd be better than the last shit we got. And I'm being personal here, not a huge fan of Christian Bale Batman. Not a huge fan. Dark Knight, phenomenal movie. The rest of them, actually kind of garbage. Not a huge fan.
I feel you.
And the Dark Knight was wrong because of the Joker.
That's true. Well, that's a given.
The Batmans before him were all though just like mostly in the costume, so I didn't need like Michael Keaton, George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Bro, George Clooney turned up, bro.
I look like that one, bro. I like the George Clooney Batman, bro.
Bat nipples, bro. I don't see that nigga. If I could shake George Clooney's hand, I'd just like bat nipples and walk off. You might have you assassinated. Wow. I might die that day.
Yeah. He gonna pull out the Batman straps. Like I do that.
Bust out a battering on Clover.
Oh shit.
On site.
When that nigga pulled out the Bat credit card, tell me that one lit though. I got it. Fuck you, mean I'll pay for everything.
But yeah, the ones before those movies were like mostly about Batman in the suit. So it didn't really matter who was under there as long as they kind of like fit the description.
True.
To a degree. I think now we're trying to humanize this nigga more. Yeah. But they did a poor job of it in the previous
Batman
DC movies. Yeah.
Hey yo, if
with Ben Affleck, because it was just kind of like a lot of it just didn't add up.
Does anybody know if Nick Jonas can actually act? Because I was just looking at pictures of him and he got a little buffer.
Yeah.
It's like a Bruce Wayne, almost perfect, bro. I just don't actually know if that nigga can like act.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen him in a movie.
He a little buffer, bro. He actually got some meat on him. He don't look like that little ass kid no more.
I gotta look this up. Yeah,
but yeah, overall, I think everybody is not hyped.
No,
for any of the choices.
Underwhelmed. I think we're all underwhelmed. But I think we're just I think they're looking at the wrong like person. Like we should stop caring about Batman and Superman. I think we did enough you're never gonna be able to live up to the
people's expectations.
Especially
they like
after,
an anime
the Dark Knight
level
series. Yeah, so I just say leave them alone and start working with these underground ones or like the other members of Justice League, like John. I don't know why we haven't like really went into that dude's story. I feel like it's perfect. Like he's like doesn't have enough that fans tie themselves to that they really could do whatever they wanted with the story. Plus, like I've just started watching Young Justice. They touching heavily on like the immigrant topics, but it's like it's a perfect like segue to that because he's not like Superman where it's like, oh, we gotta kick that thing out. It's like, oh, he literally can just. They can play the immigrant story with like an alien with him because he can like change his face. He's not like God tier powerful, but he just enough where they're like, oh yeah, we can kick this nigga out if we want to.
You know what I think the issue is, and I'm starting to think, I don't think DC is ever going to truly translate very well to a movie, because in a movie you got like about 2 hours. 2 hours is long. Yeah. So really about an hour and a half to get your whole story across. And because DC already doesn't lend itself to being like, oh, these are real people in real situations, now you have to create a real scenario, explain their power, and get through all this shit to where it's more like, hey, this movie was weak. Whereas Marvel is like, oh, we already have these real niggas in these real scenarios. Just make it. But that's why I think the DC shows do so well, because they take those characters and they put them niggas in real situations, but you got 13 episodes, 13 hours to tell this whole story. Because like Arrow was lit, Flash was lit,
Black Lightning, decent.
Black Lightning, all the shit's like, they TV shows killing it. I would just put more money in that. I make a HBO show. Instead of just doing like CW, I'll put real money into like an HBO show. Like, oh, Batman, the HBO series. Niggas will watch that.
Oh,
y'all know.
Because
niggas already watch
Gotham was really good. Gotham was nice, episodic. Like, I liked that, the way they told those stories. I think they just are picking... If they want to do that, like, Aquaman was decent because it was like... Aquaman is like a lighthearted hero. He doesn't have that deep... They didn't have to go that deep with his human... story. Like they were just like, oh, okay, King. They just borrowed a template for the Aquaman movies. What I felt like. All these other ones, I agree. It's a lot of wordy deepness there that fit way better in a TV show than they do with other stuff. Because Batman, it's like you got to pick a villain, and then but at the same time as you pick the villain, you have to like set up that interaction. But then it's not about really the villain part. That's really like the undertone of the whole movie. So what is the bigger story you're trying to tell with Batman? And then that's where it gets hard because it's just like,
I think
how much do I introduce those?
The whole thing holding them back is money at the end of the day.
But they've been doing some real progressive stuff with those movies. Like with Aquaman, I feel like they put a lot of money into like trying to make them look good underwater, like the hair movement and stuff like that. They're doing this. They're playing with this aging thing, which I don't think looked very well to me. But like how they used his dad, but they were able to like use CGI to like young him up for those scenes of like the early scenes with him and the mom. I thought that's like people will borrow to that. I appreciated that they took the first step in doing that shit, but I think that it just sucks now. Like the way we look at CGI of like movies in the 2000s, you're like, oh, that shit look like trash. I feel like that's what I see from these DC things. But I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that they're going to keep making these shit tier movies just because niggas going to still watch them. Like, niggas going to still watch a summer action flick. And as long as they make their money back, which for most of these movies, I think they still at least making their money back. Yeah. They just going to like, fuck it, keep doing it. Like, they still going to bring in millions worldwide. And even though it's like shit tiered, they just gonna keep doing it because it's popular.
Right. This just came to mind. I wish they would lean to more of like a transporter might be the bad word use, but like a transporter type of action with the DC movies, because I feel like they can get the like darkness without the brightness, but I feel like they're in like an in between of like action and plot. I feel like maybe they should just make like when they introduce like Deathstroke and shit like that, it should just be like. This nigga in a building killed a bunch of people. Like a bank, like, you know, those transporter type movies where it's like, oh, he robbed some niggas. The whole point of the movie is just to, like, get the robber. Like, I feel like they can just switch to that type of pivot. Where it's like, just stop trying to build the world.
You know what?
Just have niggas do regular shit.
Because when you think of the best DC movie out there, Suicide Squad, it was just like that. They was like, hey, this nigga did that. We collected the squad, go bang.
Right. I feel like that one
Just
shot,
went back in the whole
like just remove Superman out the picture because it like is really hard to draw that out with Superman being there because it's like Superman know where that.
That's because they write Superman wrong.
Yeah, he can hear all that.
Like,
just have Superman go to a different planet. And like that's even what they're doing with Young Justice. Superman gone. Like in season 3, that nigga's like, yeah, he on a trip somewhere. So it's like that's why everything's allowed to go into turmoil because that nigga's like, oh, I heard y'all.
Right. See,
what y'all niggas talking
that's
about?
my thing. I feel like this is one niggas gonna put like I hate Superman, but aside the fact niggas not gonna ever put respect on Superman name because they writing this nigga wrong. If you read the comic books, Superman go around in the movies like, hey bro, I'm this god, I'm always listening. You really can't do shit because I am here. You feel me? But like in the comic books, he is a nigga trying to be a regular farm boy, but he just happened to be a guy. So it's just like he don't walk around like, oh, I'm a guy. Like he the type of nigga to walk on the street and be like, oh, hey dude, what's up? Yeah, oh, Superman. Oh, some shit happening. I could have heard it, but I'm respecting people's rights to not be listened on. Okay, now I'm gonna go do it. But they be having this nigga in the movies just like, yeah, nigga. I heard you from 3 years away. You know what I'm saying? 3 years? I know you're gonna commit the crime.
I said to wait till you started to grab the shit, man.
Damn.
But yeah, like if they can remove him from the picture and just have it be like, oh, like some niggas doing some bad shit, like Darkseid, you can even bring Darkseid there, but just have it be less like world breaking and more covert, where he just like, oh, I need to get this shit from here. And then they all just like trying to chase after him to like beat that nigga, and then at the end they kind of lose. And Superman like, oh, I'm gonna go fight him on my planet, and just have a separate movie of Superman doing super shit.
That sounds like Infinity War, my nigga.
No, because Infinity War was still with all the big shit. I'm saying remove the big shit. Just have it be like a strictly like gun toting, like maybe a little bit of action, but nothing massive. Like Infinity War was like a massive scale of action.
I mean, I guess
would
like the
rather
thought
see a
itself
live
is
action
okay, but
SpongeBob movie than another Justice League movie, nigga. I'm just being 100 right now. They need to drop Justice League for like the next 10 years because right now they not getting my money. They don't care.
I think
what
they just picked the wrong rogue gallery of characters. I feel like Marvel was lucky in that all regular niggas really knew about when it came to Marvel superheroes was like Spider-Man. I don't think anybody was tied to any of the other ones like the Marvel movies allowed them to be. But here it's like we know, like the big three in the Justice League we've known, and like even if you're not a comic book fan, you know about them. You know who Wonder Woman is. You can recognize her. You can recognize Batman. You can recognize Superman. So it's like those three, starting with them, same thing. They fell to the enemy trap of like niggas is already attached to these motherfuckers. Like, let's not. If they started with like a subgroup of characters and just left them three out for a while, then I think it would have been better.
Spider-Man ain't come in. Spider-Man is the most known Marvel character. Exactly. He didn't come into
way later.
Motherfucking, you ain't even have to tell his story. Hey, bro, Spider-Man.
We know, and
we
that's
watched
why
it.
I appreciate getting into the universe because they kept making fun of that. They're like, I'm gonna tell
hit
you
him
the
with
story
that.
for one last time. But it's like we all know like the story. That's how much Spider-Man has been in our lives. It's like if you don't get his story by now, like I don't know where you was at. Yeah, like you know this nigga's story.
I'm happy they didn't show Uncle Ben getting
That
blasted.
shit was funny too.
You know what I mean?
It was like, oh, who died? Oh, my Uncle Ben. And then the Noir Spider-Man was like, my Uncle Benjamin.
Benjamin. Bro, Nicolas Cage, I love that nigga. He did make a couple flops in his lifetime, but he still goes down as a phenomenal actor to me.
I'm good.
Spider-Man.
I ain't fuck with Kick-Ass. Oh, he was that voice?
Voice from Spider-Man. That was Nick Cage.
That makes it so much funnier,
so
bro.
better.
Knowing that was Nicolas Cage, bro. That changes the whole game for me, man.
Oh, man.
But anyways, did we everybody watch the Shaft trailer? Because if not, we can just talk about it instead of playing it.
I saw it.
Okay. So yeah, let's talk about it. I'm excited for it. I think like I'm glad it's not like trying to re-envision Shaft in this year. It's just like, oh, we just gonna stick and respect the lineage and just like make fun of it.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know, this crazy, I'm not gonna lie to you. I seen the old Shaft, but I swear I do not remember it being Samuel L. Jackson. On God.
No, that wasn't the original one. The original one was the grandpa dude. That was the actual first Shaft.
That's why
Sam, they redid Shaft later, and Sam was that.
That's
seen that
probably
one.
why, because I was about to be like, bro.
That's
I
what
remember seeing a Shaft, and I was like, I do not remember.
They redid Shaft like in the late 90s, early 2000s, and Sam was that Shaft.
Right.
But the original Shaft was like this old guy that.
That's why he was in that revision Shaft movie too. So.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's lit. They funny for that.
Yeah,
I just hope that the young nigga come up. I feel like the young nigga remind me of Leapfrog, and I just want him to come up. I saw that he was clearly the comic relief, but like, I want him to at least by the end be like, hey, we could make a Shaft 2 where this nigga actually sort of decent.
Right.
I'll be happy.
Possible.
But if he get Leapfrogged, where he like, oh, he about to do the lose, I'll be mad. I'll be mad. He a Red Riot. He might be on the fucking decent award for biggest drop.
Wow.
Yo, we can't keep putting black folks in the biggest drop of the year, man.
Bro, they better stop getting dropped then.
I'm telling you, yeah, for real.
Hey, this unbiased, bro. You take the L, you took the L.
That's fair.
Damn, yeah, no, that was something.
And Geno Bob only half black.
That's the funny part. You know how they been doing that meme of everybody having waves and shit like that? They don't have to do it again. It's just that nigga head.
It's just Geno Bob, bro. He stay drip. Fuck me. All the Asian hoes be like, oh, tsunami.
But yeah, no, I think that movie is gonna be good. I think I'm gonna go watch it. I had a tangent off of it, but I forgot. Did you guys happen to see the Hobbs and
Shaw?
Yeah, Saw trailer.
Oh, crap.
It was like the Rock and
on Super Bowl. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I think that'll actually be pretty fun.
I personally stopped watching Fast and Furious after Tokyo Drift, so I don't know none of the lore. I just know it's connected.
Damn, that's quite a few movies you missed. Then.
Yeah, I gave the fuck up. Bow Wow did it to me.
Well, I mean, Tokyo Drift was trash. I mean, we can all say that.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
Never got
they didn't get me ever again.
I was mad that they killed off the Asian dude. That was the thing. Even though he ended up not really being dead. But I was like, he was the rawest nigga. Like, why we had to kill him off for this white guy from the country? Oh, I was going to drift.
Country guy.
Going to drift.
Got famous.
What
Tokyo.
are you even doing in Japan? Oh, military stuff. What?
Ridiculous. Oh, no. But no, I only watch Fast and Furious just for, like, the action and just, like, the ridiculousness. Yeah. Because like, literally all of that can't happen.
I don't put money on Fast and Furious movies, but what I do is, like, if I see it on TV and I have nothing to do, I'll watch them now. Yeah. Like, that's how it is. Like, I tried, at one point, I think that was in college, I tried to, like, do the lore thing, like, oh, let me watch all the movies, and even to this day, I still don't really get it. I don't even know if the one, because there was one with Tyrese.
Right, that was the second one.
See, I always confused whether that was the first or second one of the movie.
Just think it's like Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, that's what it was called? I thought it was called Too Fast, Too Furious.
Right, Too Fast.
Oh, my bad. Fast and Furious is what I meant to say. But yeah, whatever. But I don't know why that came to my mind. I think it was because they were like doing more of a jokey, action-y thing with that movie. True. So I was like, oh, that's reminded me of Shaft. But yeah, that was my segue. But yeah, no, I think I might actually go to the theaters to watch that Shaft movie. Put some money in. I don't know if it's going to black motherfuckers at the end of the day, but you gotta support our black content.
Gotta support the fans.
Wonder when they gonna drop that Black Panther 2.
I don't know about that Black Panther 2. Man.
I don't think that Black Panther 2 can ever be as great as 1 was. If 1 wasn't that great, good. But I don't think it can like touch on the same topics that way. It's like going to be just like an action movie with black niggas in it.
Now that the hype gone, niggas gonna still watch it for the respect. But now people gonna see for how real it is, and motherfuckers gonna be like, oh wait, if it's just as good, if it's just as good as the other one, niggas gonna be like, oh wait, this movie actually kind of hot. Yeah. And if it's worse, oh shit, we gonna get drugged.
I was going Colin Kaepernick on a action movie?
Niggas gonna start kneeling on our shit.
Hell no.
In today's news, white people are kneeling during Black Panther.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not because it's black. It's just a bad movie. Says local racist man.
Local racist man. All right, let's move on to these good manga highlights, man.
Oh, okay.
Good, you say?
I mean,
it was kind of a weak
I think you wanted to go
to be
over one
honest.
last thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead. My bad.
That's 10. But you can go over and play it 5.
What?
Go over what?
Galaxy S10.
Oh, the 10.
Note 10.
Oh my bad.
The
No
camera?
10.
Oh no, I don't know it good enough like that, bruh.
Come on, you supposed to be the
looked at it
resident
real quick.
expert. Don't
He
you
the
gotta know?
expert. I got no. What you know? He the tech nigga.
You know I was getting super hyped for it, man.
Yeah, I was. That tech lingo was too much for me. I was like, you got a who? What?
He was just looking for a stylist. They got a stylist?
They got a
in this one?
stylist? I'm good.
All right, cool. Wait, you can talk to it? Yeah.
They're
Bigger
talking about
GBs?
putting a selfie camera into the stylus.
In the stylus?
Oh, actually, I saw that.
That's
yeah.
kind
Instead of having like a front camera
Right.
or a notch or anything at all, it'll be 100% screen in the front.
Right.
And the selfie camera will simply just be in the stylus.
Wait, so you mean like taking the shot is done by the stylist? Or you're saying the camera...
The camera is inside the stylus itself.
Oh, so that I can just like aim my stylus to do the thing?
Yeah, so like if I wanted to take a selfie, I just pop this bitch out and be like, oh yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
Like-
okay. Got it. That actually could work though.
Yeah,
That's
that'd actually be kind of
Yeah.
lit.
That was an
That's
interesting
smart.
thought. I saw
I
that.
feel like that take a little too much time though. As far as like, I'm not a speed phone nigga, but like for the average, this phone will never be used by like teens or like niggas that take a lot of pictures because that's just too slow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
To pop the stylus out every time?
Mm-hmm. And then if you lose your stylus, like, oh, I can't take a selfie now.
Yeah, that is one concern then. But I'm sure there's
Well,
probably
I mean,
a
I feel like
camera
there'd be
in there
like
still.
additional. Yeah, I can't see them
Well, there's a
literally.
camera on the back or whatever, but
Yeah.
everybody's trying to figure out a way to get rid of
The
The
camera.
selfie
the
stick.
front.
Why?
Oh, the camp. Wait, why? Oh, they're taking too much
Because
space.
everybody's trying to get what's called an infinity screen.
Well,
Or
who's
so
asking
it's
for that?
basically just
Nobody.
a front screen with no notches for the camera, not like Apple started or no headphone, well not headphone, but no
Audio,
audio part, no
mic.
sensors in the front that's like, for example, the iris sensor that the no phones have. No,
I think the
anything.
hole punch
They just
thing
want
is
to make it
good.
so that, you know, for example, if you're trying to watch a video on your phone, you're looking at literally the whole phone in your hand, and I guess
Yeah.
getting more immersive, perhaps.
Oh, I guess I was never inconvenienced by that. I don't know who's trying to solve that problem, but I guess when they solve it, I'll realize it was a problem.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
Well,
who's in charge of that type
I
of
know
innovation.
the Galaxy S10, they're deciding to go with the hole punch screen model of
Yeah,
it.
in the corner.
Yeah,
Hole punch?
that's basically where, like, you see how I got these two dots up here for a camera?
Yeah.
Imagine my screen went all the way up here, extra quarter of a fucking inch, I guess.
Yeah.
But then there'd just be like two hole punches on the side. Like, it'd be your whole screen except like two little black dots.
Oh, and that's where they store
No,
those
it's
two
just gonna
things.
be one black dot.
Or one black dot, I guess, yeah.
Oh.
Because basically, Apple started the whole little fire of trying to get as much screen as possible when they put the little notch at the top.
Yeah.
So now you saw all these phone companies either trying to make a notch that looks cool or a notch that's not there at all. Like, for example, when we showed the phone that like shifts up and down for the cameras to pop out.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get into this hype train to make the next big thing as far as making your front screen look unique.
Best of luck to them.
Exactly.
All right. On to these. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
On these manga highlights, so Boku no Hero
What we starting with?
216.
Well,
Shinso coming in next year.
Shinso coming in. What class you think you going to though?
I
Hey.
see him a B nigga.
Who?
Time skip?
He gonna be an A.
You think so?
Because his trainer is Aizawa, who's the head of Class A. His main
Favoritism,
rival
though.
is Midoriya, who's in Class A.
It's all B in class B.
He gonna be,
Opposing, obviously.
Yo, he gonna team up with Monoma again, dude.
Oh my God.
I mean, low key, Monoma gave Shinso some respect in the sense of like, you know what, trying to help you out, trying to help out the squad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see him being like just the top tier for Class B again. So I mean, I personally see Class B, to be honest.
I think class B also. What you got on the grips? B?
I don't think they're gonna put. I don't think they're necessarily putting enough respect on him to make it so that he's going to be shown a lot more within the story.
Yeah, I mean, actually,
a background character.
I mean, you
so
could.
He would be a Class B.
But you could low key look at like this whole matchup as well. I mean, for one, we all agree that there's been like so much respect for Class B just from these matches alone,
right? That
they could kind of use this as segue as to how much more important Class B is just going to be in general to the whole series itself. Yeah. So it's like, though he's going to Class B, he could still equally, well, maybe not equal as like the Class 1A shine, but I feel like they're just going to start putting Class B on the map now,
right.
To a decent extent, period. So in a way for him, it could be better to be in Class B.
I guess also, yeah, I think on your same vein, I think the question becomes like, we've seen that Class A development seems to drive heavily from tossing the nigga into a situation, getting powered up from that, basically. Like, they fight real life situations. That's their thing. They're building a hero experience.
Right.
But Class B was focused solely on quirk development. And I guess the question becomes, what do you think the author wants Shinso to lean more into? I personally think it's still quirk development, because real life experiences is actually like a detriment to Shinso, because more people know about his power.
True.
Meaning, like, it's just like more dangerous for him to actually use. But if it's quirk development, then it's like, okay, mastering that persona device, to being able to switch up your powers, and then probably getting something on top of that, so that it's not so dependent on like the questions, like whether it's building his skill with the Eraserheads thing, or something else. But I think he also needs to build like a backup ability, outside of like the voice thing,
like martial arts or something.
Yeah, because next time we see him, like, I don't think the voice thing, they already were prepped for the voice thing now. So it's like, how was he ever going to beat them if he was on their tier? You know what I mean? It had to, he would have to have come with something else. Either a really good strat to get them to fall for the voice thing, which they already prepared for, because they were like, he'd give it to Monoma, we not going to answer nothing Monoma says. Or he'd have to be skilled at like hand-to-hand combat. So I don't know where they're going to go, but I feel like Class B is the better place for that. Where Class A, all they're gonna get development from is like, oh, I'm gonna throw you into a thing, figure out how to get people to fall for your trap without asking them a question. That's what I felt like it's gonna turn into for him, which I don't think the author would do, because that would make him broken.
Sure, I see that. Though, what was that at the end? Oh wait, time out. You were gonna say something.
Yeah, no, I was just going to like, I don't know. Now that you pointed out, I could see him really going to either class. I just feel like maybe they won't bring him. Now I feel more that he won't get put to Class A for plot reasons. And then that plot reason being, it'd be like, oh, hey, if Class A need to do some of their ridiculous shit, why don't we just bring Shinso along? And then Shinso just be like, hey, dude, what are you doing? And so far, every single villain love giving speeches. So they like, all right, little nigga, this is what I'm doing. All right, we booked that nigga. And I feel like just from a plot perspective, either A, you just can't do that. It's just like Aizawa. You can't make him a main character, because then you're going to either see that, one, the narrator dicking him too much and now he weak, or B, he too overpowered, now the story's soft. So those are just powers that got to be in the background. Unfortunately for his power, I think he's going to be in Class B now.
True.
That's okay. Them Class B niggas hard.
Yeah, you can just treat them.
They just don't get the shine they deserve. All the Class B is in that team. My hard work never pays off.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Low key.
All the Class B.
But no, what could happen? Like, at least like later down the road, if they wanted to play it where it's like, okay, all this respect. Now we're gonna sleep on them for a while. They could be like, all right, we got to do this mission with just Class 1A. And they'd be like, and then Midoriya's like, you know what? I'm going to ask for some help real quick. I'll be right back. And then he brings like a couple of kids from Class B or something like that. You know what I mean? So they could probably play like that too.
You a bitch for that, Deku.
Yeah.
Man, he only got the strats. Like, come on.
While we're still on Shinso, because I want to say the Monoma parts at the end. Like, do y'all think that them saying he's coming next year means that A, we're getting a time skip pretty soon. B, we could possibly be getting like, that could be like he's saying that, but like something drastic is gonna happen in the world that causes that to happen sooner rather than later, or like, nah, that nigga just coming next year, so we just gonna push him back to the background again. Because it feels weird that he like came up, they said, oh, you're coming next year, and like my opinion is now he's about to fade into the background. So to me, that tells me either we're about to time skip so we see this nigga again, or like that was bullshit. But to say like next year, I'm just like, you're basically saying, all right, well, we saw him, forget about him again, you know?
That's a good point, though.
So this is what I think. Well, based on like the Japanese school system, and if I'm remembering correctly, it should almost be about the end of the school year.
Oh, okay.
Which means it's
not that off.
Yeah, it's not that far. It's maybe like if they time skip,
Yeah.
it's only gonna be like a couple months.
Yeah.
Not well technically.
Well,
for
I mean,
them,
the Japanese
spring
like
break.
summer break even is only like what?
They
like,
already did summer break because that's when they went to the Pussycat Dolls. That was during
that
summer
was
break.
their. Oh, was it really?
Yeah, so they already. This has already been the second half of school, and that was a grip ago. So these niggas should almost be done with this first year.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like that's not that far away. That's probably like, oh, we got a couple more weeks of school, then spring break for them, which is like our summer break.
Yeah,
and then they go hit it back up.
Snap.
So, but that kind of pissed me off because I was really hoping that they would skip year 2. Because I feel like I don't want to see them 3 years in school, which means either A, we going to get like a Naruto situation where these children are forced into adult situations and you just got to look around as the adults are fucking useless while the children save the day. And it's just kind of like, what?
I mean, you gotta also remember the title of this manga, though. Is
My
Boku.
Hero Academia.
Right. Yeah. So
they changed Naruto and Dragon Ball Z name. It could go to just My Hero We Out Here. You know what I'm saying? They changed that real quick.
The Laundry Hero Wash Chronicles, bro.
I know, that'd be lit. Grape Juice, come on. Daddy, I'm here. How are you doing, my little Tide Pod?
Put your balls in Daddy's chest, Paul.
Stop it, bro. Why you on that with my nigga?
No, dude. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. It is curious, though, like, what, like, Grape Juice's, like, parents, who, like, what kind of people they actually are.
I'm telling you, they some corny ass niggas, or his dad is a creep in fucking jail right now.
I bet his parents are regular as shit. Like, they just, like, don't even have quirks. Like, they just regular ass niggas.
No, I think he probably do have quirks. His dad is just, like, a little bit adhesive. Mm-hmm. Like, just, he like, touch niggas a little sticky.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he got the mild shit where, like, he's just, like, the shit be stuck on his head. His mom bald head is just like, my hair can fall out at will. Put them together. I got sticky hair. Fuck you mean? That'll suck if you just like, yeah, everybody getting their quirks today. It's like, oh yeah, your hair can just fall out. Do it grow back? No.
No, I do kind of wonder about his backstory because it's like, why him of all people pick UA and then he got into Class A?
Well, his grades are really fucking good. That's one. He's one of the smartest like academic niggas in there. So put some respect.
But he just never seemed like he wanted to be a hero, you know?
Yeah.
As you hear him, like, I didn't hear that, like, huh?
He just wants some titties. That's all he wants.
No,
right. He wants to be a hero for titties.
Well,
I have to hear him say that then, I guess, because I just don't feel like he's like at the Harvard of hero schools, and I don't see the like the Harvard hero motivation. You know what I mean? Raka is like a chick from the cut who's like, you know, it's my dream to be a hero to like help my family come up.
Is that more support for the Grape Juice is the traitor here?
No.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
This is what I see. The more you read into the My Hero world, the more you realize like Grape Juice isn't the exception. He's the norm. Like most niggas in this world are doo-doo. Like most niggas have shitty ass quirks. It's just like read like My Hero Vigilante, just read like the little data books they put out. When you get a quirk like Deku or all them niggas like Todoroki, nigga, that's not normal. You a superhero for real. Yeah. And then even if you look at the top 10 heroes, most of their quirks kind of goofy. Like, hey, bro, I make my skin hard like every other nigga. Hey, dog, I'm a washing machine. I'm a bunny girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you got Endeavor, nigga. I melt niggas' faces off.
No.
Like, that nigga is different, bro. Like, grape juice is regular. It's like, oh, well, you got a regular sort of not stupid quirk. You can be a hero. My shit kind of not stupid. I can stick niggas together. Okay. You know, there's niggas out there that can just bend their fingers. That's their quirk. My fingers bend back. There's niggas out there like that.
Ow.
Alright. Well, on to anybody other comments so we can move on to
Nah, we can move to the Monoma
piece.
Yeah.
So
Oh wait, what?
Anything about the end of it?
Yeah, that's what we're about to talk about. Yeah.
So looks like Aizawa wants Monoma to meet Eri.
Yeah.
What theories we got around that?
I didn't know.
Go first?
Fuck.
Oh, Mirio.
Huh?
Yeah, my guess is a possible Mirio comeback or a test of like seeing if they can reuse her powers, which to me I feel like it's weird for them to introduce that element into the My Hero story because it's gonna get like government deep. I don't want like conspiracy theories to come in, but it feels like weird to me that they would take a UA student to steal the powers of someone that is like basically under protective custody for whatever reason. You know?
See, this is my thought behind it. He outright said, hey, I can take your power, and if there's like a lasting effect to your power
Right.
after it's gone, I keep it.
It's back to that.
And so
theory.
my man's grabbed one for all. And technically, there's a lasting effect to that power.
Yeah.
So
Aizawa does know that Deku has
Yeah, Aizawa 100% know about All Might and all the shit.
Yeah.
So I think that nigga like, hey, come check it out with Eri, bro. We about to set you back to regular, nigga. What? Because that's dead. You know? That's what I think. Because the reason I don't think he's going to bring back Mirio is because then that makes light of the loss. Like, it's just how Jiraiya was never brought back. Jiraiya was never brought back, not because, like, oh, he would have broke the system, because at a certain point, Naruto, all them niggas are stronger than Jiraiya. It's just like, bro, there's an impact on the main character's, like, drive. Why do I do what I do? And part of that impact is like, oh, this nigga I looked up to lost his power being a better hero than me. And so I think if he bring that nigga powers back, sure, the fans are going to be like, lit, but Deku as a character... he loses some of his
It'd be fun if he just
reasons.
snatch the hair off the nigga head, like.
And Deku like, it don't work that way.
No, he like it do work that way, bro, because you know you wanted me to have it this whole time.
Damn.
Snatch, give me that, bro. You know when you just hold somebody, it's like that. It's
like
like he
you
holds
gotta
him,
hold
so he
that
almost
back.
like willingly gave it to him. He like, oh shit, that nigga is better than me, and they just like, what?
Wow.
Hey, Deku is a cuck, bro. He 100%.
But I hear what you're saying on that, but I also feel like that same point you're making is been undermined a lot in Shonen, because with that same Jiraiya example, I have the guy example to give, which is like, that nigga guy definitely should have just died. That would have been a great motivator for other characters.
But
I
not
get
for
it.
Naruto.
Lee is a side character,
Yeah.
so I get it from that perspective, but I do feel like there's examples of...
Like, why they never wish
took
Grandpa Gohan back?
Huh?
Like, why they never wish Grandpa Gohan back? Because that's the only nigga that matters.
I mean, homie
For
was
Goku
pretty
dying.
effing old. Like, you could just argue, oop, this is tough.
How come you never met that nigga in Age of Fire?
Technically, he met that nigga when he fought to bring Baba back.
Yeah, Baba brought Gohan back just to fight Goku for a hot second. I
Really?
remember that in Dragon
And
Ball.
what? This was in where?
Dragon
Dragon
Ball.
Ball Z.
No, I'm talking about Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it was Dragon Ball.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Dragon Ball, sorry.
It's when they were first meeting. About to say Geno Baba.
That nigga was there with the fresh cut. Like, y'all talking about me?
Yep.
No, I ain't here for this.
Goofy.
Man.
Yeah, what's your guys' theories on it?
Oh, that. Fuck. Where was I? I don't have any concrete thoughts on it except for kind of agreeing with Player 5 that it has something to do with One for All, considering the panels were right next to the, together, considering Deku was like, what does he mean by dud? So I think there actually might be a chance that homie does still have that low key and like something's like playing with that. Because like Azawa did notice that too, like Player 5 said. So for that, either I don't know. It's gonna be one of the two. Either one, he just wants to low key get that out of Monoma, or two, actually start using Monoma as a practical use and put Aries powers. To use Monoma as the user of Aries powers to do some ish. I mean, I can see either or, to be honest. So I'm not sure what I'm leaning towards
I got
right
a question. Is Aries power out of control due to the nature of her power or because of her?
now. What?
Oh, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
We
go.
confirm that?
Fix that nigga All Might. I was like, damn. Deku, you back to be a regular, nigga. Hey, Deku, give me that back. I'm an 11th user.
Run that back.
I am here again.
You said you looked about the messages? Hold on.
Oh,
let me talk to these niggas real quick.
All Might
I'll
dumbass would be like, oh, they still ain't here. But I am.
They still ain't here. Hope against
I want to see on that petty shit. I'll give it back, man.
Hey, if this nigga don't answer this question,
for a little bit. Let me just hold it for a little bit. All right, cool. Here you go. Come on, bro.
But
You
if
haven't bite for 3 weeks.
if they really don't answer this question about why All Might don't know shit, I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be real hot.
But so from your story, I think this came up in this chapter. I remember somebody putting respect on All Might, saying he's one of our greatest heroes or something. But I'm like, you said he was a hoe, right? And then went to America and then came back as
the
decent.
real one.
But they're making it seem like he was.
Oh,
was this pre-UA?
From their perspective,
He
All
didn't go
Might,
UA, right?
Yeah, he went to UA.
Pre or post America trip.
He went to UA, then he went to America, then he came back and was All Might.
Right.
Basically, because from their perspective, from the niggas that went to school with All Might, it was like, oh, this is nigga that's like, alright, then he gone. Then the next time I ever see him, I am here, boom, All Might. That's why niggas like, hey, bro, All Might a genius. That nigga cold.
Got it. All right.
He went to where the real niggas got guns banging.
They was up in the blaming on All Might for nothing.
Yeah, he was.
Nothing.
Random civilians shoot at me for stepping on their lawn.
Hey, what you do? Pull up a ball.
He came to Japan like, oh, that's easy mode.
Yeah. Y'all ain't never been on 79.
Y'all niggas ain't never been on the 9. Fuck you mean. Niggas posted.
Everybody be up in their house over here. Do you ever see a bunch of niggas on the block?
Yeah. Like the summers in Japan is empty. Summers in Chicago, every block. Niggas flying, laser beams everywhere, nigga. Ready.
He just got a bunch of PTSD from fucking crimes and shit.
That's why he can deal with all them quirks. It's just like fighting a whole block of niggas.
You ever have to save somebody and you see a nigga just in there beating his meat? Beating his meat.
America got some weird niggas, man.
They were just homeless, man, just holding everybody hostage on a bus, bro. Beating his meat. He threatened to come on everybody in that bus. How you handle that situation, man? What quarter you gonna grab him? You gotta come defend
He into that shit. I made that mistake once, nigga. Right in the chin. They got me.
I still got the mark right here.
I want to see All Might in America Tales, bro. I want to.
Bro, that's a good idea. What
do you do? Tell me, Deku, what do you do?
Oh,
you don't speak no English. These niggas tripping.
I know, yeah. He coming in the street. Hey, nigga, what you say? Ain't none of that T-Cone shit over here, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Damn, bro. You ever just try to buy a juice box, bro, at the store? These niggas just start fucking with you?
Yeah. You try to ask an old lady if she wants some help crossing the street, she go, get away from me. You big ass. Everybody in America think you want something from them. Hey, man, can I? No, I ain't got nothing.
Oh, niggas from nowhere always trying to start fights with you and shit every morning you get up. Hey, bro, run up.
Oh, I heard you was tough, big homie. Hey, big homie, come check it out.
All Might, huh?
You can't even hoop.
Oh shit!
You know who would be a raw power, Loki? Yugi. Like, have you ever read Yugi or Yu-Gi-Oh before it was like about playing cards?
No.
When that nigga was just going around being a superhero.
Oh.
So like his puzzle let him like, you have to play a game with this nigga, and if you lose, basically he gets to fuck your life over. So I'm like, that'd kind of be a Loki, a decent like hero. It's kind of like Shinso. It's just like, hey, bro, we gotta play a game, and like, if you beat me, then all right, you get to go off. But if you don't, like, I'm gonna ruin your life. Like, there was this one nigga that was like a pervert or something, and you played that nigga some craps, nigga, some dice. You know what I'm saying? He beat that nigga, and after he lost, he gave that nigga mosaic vision. Like, he couldn't see people. Everybody was a mosaic. Like, blurred and shit.
Damn.
I was like, bro,
so there's a whole manga about.
There was like several volumes.
No,
Before he started
that
that card playing shit, that nigga was out here, you being a criminal, nigga, I'm about to fuck your life up.
He was just a pure game master. Like, it was crazy.
And then some nigga was like, hey, fuck with this dual monster shit. And then it became a shonen. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the first, what's that shit y'all be reading that I used to read? Promised Neverland. It started off like, oh, this shit kind of dark. Oh, it's a shonen. They got me.
Wow.
Just a boy, stupid nigga came running with a car. Hey, how about we play this game?
My name's Joey Wheeler.
Come on, you.
Come on, you. I love that nigga. This is the longest tangent.
What if it's just one nigga that goes from shonen to shonen, like shonenizing shit? Like, it'd be raw, but it'd just be one nigga like, no, don't do that. Stop.
Knock it off.
You gotta make that shit nicer, bro. No, bring that nigga guy back. Bring him back. Bring him back.
There's that one editor that just like, hey, I love your chapter. I love what you're doing. But we can't have Guy die.
Sales is going down.
Guy was ranked number 5 on the characters list. He can't die.
Bring that nigga back.
We let you get away with Jiraiya. Bring him back. But I really think from a stylistic, bring him back. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Speaking of fuck yous, on to
Promised Neverland. I know.
What a segue.
Wow.
So I already know what happened in this chapter again. Oh no, we found out Norman's evil, and Emma like I said, doesn't want the demons to die.
Pretty much. It's like,
wow,
damn.
this is the most shonen shit of all shonen.
Confirmed.
It's like redundant.
Damn, my nigga Norman a bitch.
Nah, man.
Norman? I don't know.
Norman about to. He trying to kill him.
Homie,
you say he was
master,
evil?
he's that master schemer, dude.
Yeah.
And actually, low key, I wouldn't call him evil though, not yet. But
I mean,
we
he's
gotta
gonna
see.
be evil in the eyes of shonen. I feel like his plan makes sense in the eyes of like, I'm a human that's been being eaten by these cattle. Why do I give a fuck about what?
I
their
see.
lives.
Like a
What the fuck
twisted
is
sense of
Ro-
justice, kind of
Not Ray.
ideology.
What the fuck is Ray doing? That's a cool lock screen.
Oh yeah, I found it somewhere. Ray is fully converted to Emma's side. It seems like because Ray's the one who spawned the thought. Ray's
of
like,
the
it looks
pussy,
like you're
bro.
not happy.
Power of the pussy.
And Emma like, I think Ray might be Emma gay best friend on the low.
You know, this is why I like Oscar.
I think about it, like, I don't think Ray really like fucking bitch. I'm just be completely honest with you.
It's the power of the pussy.
I think
It's Japan, bro.
I
They
think you're
not
a gay
that
best
progressive. They not that progressive.
Oh.
It's definitely power of the pussy. That's why I
Okay.
respect Asta. He don't never go for that. Oh, you bitch, you throwing a pussy at me? I feel you, but I'm about to hit these push-ups. I'm ready, you know what I'm saying? That guy fuck with Asta so hard, bro. He'll never go. He be like, no, we came out here to beat these niggas.
Yeah,
These niggas my friends or they dying.
yeah. Emma pussy whipped Ray. He was pretty much like, I know you're not happy with this, and she was like, you right, I don't want the demons to die. And
Ray
he
was
like,
the hardest
all right,
nigga.
so what we finna do? I know
What
who
happened
was.
to that?
I told
Ray
you.
was.
Fuck
Yeah,
me,
he was.
Ray.
He was the one that was like, so wait, why are we saving all these kids?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
he was
well,
like the
that's
hardest nigga.
And then she was like, no, we gotta save them all. He was like, he looked at Norman like, Norman, you know this bitch stupid, right? And Norman was like,
Ray was about ready to
man.
leave Emma
true.
dumbass.
True.
Yeah, Norman was the first one who got hit the by the pussy.
yeah, 100%.
No,
And
that,
I
no,
mean,
without a doubt.
Now my nigga done got some
But that's
grown
kind of
woman
why
meat.
I gave Norman so much big ups that he still dealt with Emma's ish like a champ. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I always gave the big credit to Norman. And why they had to get rid of him in the first place, because he was too much of a
Yeah, I think the groups are gonna split though, because I honestly think, especially the niggas that came from Goldie Pond, I think very few of them are gonna get Emma's side of
Give
like
a
I
single
want.
fuck.
Yeah. They're like, they're like, oh, I want the dudes right, like, huh? Especially Jillian.
You know,
up the Blammies. Jillian is like, bitch, what? Fuck out here! I'll fuck Norman. That's what she was shit.
Wait, is that the little blonde girl that had the... Oh,
yeah, the dual
That was about the last chapter I seen. I knew she was about that action.
She was too happy when Norman said we finna kill all the people. So I know for sure.
She was down.
Yeah, I know for sure she's not crossing no lines. My thing is like, once again... Yeah, once again, I'm like, fuck these demon shits, fuck Phoenix Farm. Get my nigga Phil back first.
Yep.
So I can drop the manga. And then start trying to figure out all this extra shit. Because I'm here for Phil right now. And she's still not thinking about Phil. They have, what, like a few days?
No, in their defense, Norman, when he was thinking about the plan, moving it up, they show Phil. In that panel. Yeah.
Question.
He was like, that's why we got to switch up the plan, considering now I got my squad here and we got to rescue my
part of me
Phil.
feels like he's either A, already freed the farm, B, still in that hole, or C, he got scooped up by Ratry and he pulled a Norman on him.
Yeah, don't forget, he did actually.
On Lambda shit.
Yeah, because we don't even know technically where he is. He could have actually, like, legit.
But I don't know the time frame of pulling up on him, because now that we know, like, the time skip happened, I forget when Ratry showed up to, like, interrogate him. Because, like, crew of niggas showed up to interrogate Phil, but I don't remember if that was, like, now that they're all grown or right before they all got grown. So he might not be here. If it's after they all got grown, then it's like it changed the whole dynamic of things to me. But if it was before, it's like, oh, this.
How many chapters ago did they time skip?
It's been quite a few. I would have to look that back.
Yeah, they did a light time skip they did Goldie Pond. After Goldie Pond,
let me see.
They time skipped a little bit
at first.
Huh?
And then they did it, like, I think it was like a 6-month time skip at first, and then it was like a year time skip.
I gotta check.
Because they didn't time skip after Lucas and them died, but they time skipped right after Goldie Pond, and that's when they were doing the searching for the eyes or whatever.
I thought it was like the 7.
Yeah, the 7 walls or whatever. Yeah. And then they got caught up.
Running out of ideas.
He might be.
Low key, but the thing is that he still has so much ammo to work with. At least I think so. Because I mean, they still haven't explained the effing like the shrine that they found way back when.
Yeah, I think
like I'm calling it a shrine, but it's pretty much almost like a mausoleum of like all this ancient demon history.
Yeah,
and it almost looks like they got a demon Jesus, low key.
Right.
So it's like they haven't played on that yet.
To me, I don't know if they're bringing the Norman tension in here to like bring back the strategy aspect of it, because then like Emma and Norman will have to play that. But I feel like still same thing. The Ratry guy seems very unfazed. The few times we've seen him, he still seems like he's on the winning side. He doesn't seem annoyed or pissed off that they're making these moves, which makes me feel like there's still like a one-up waiting to happen. You know what I mean? Like, the few times we've seen him, he doesn't seem like these kids are pissing me off. You know what I mean? He just seemed like, oh, okay, I guess they still trying some bullshit. And to think that, like, Norman, I need to see him again post Norman freeing all these farms. But like, if Norman freed all these farms and he still has that like I'm not annoyed by them face, then to me I'm like, all right, there's something. There's something that we're missing.
Right.
But I don't know. I just think like I knew this was gonna happen, but I really wish that it didn't. I don't know. Like I get Emma's side of like, oh, you know, they're humans too, but I don't know what the new promise is gonna mean. Yeah. What is the new promise? Is the new promise like, oh well, there's like another humanoid creature that they can eat, so that they don't.
They would need a substitute.
Like is that what that is?
Right. Yeah. They would need some kind of chemical substitute. Like
y'all can only farm the lifeless ones, like the pie babies.
And she would still not be down for that, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, like
but them niggas can't even exist.
And regularly. To me, it sounds like
I mean that. All I'm saying is that like Emma for Emma to be Emma, quote unquote, just her, to be completely satisfied, she would need to practically like do some actual chemistry research
and that's why we
like get a cure for the demons or something.
We need a layer to the Ratry story because I feel like from what I'm seeing right now, it seems like a bunch of Emma niggas are the ones that forged the original Promise. Like, from their perspective, they seem like the good guys. Because if what Norman says is true, they need humans to survive. It seems like Ratri, like that human clan, has sympathy for the fact that we're gonna kill all these demons if they don't eat humans. You know what I mean? So, like, in his head, it's like, I mean, we built y'all specifically to feed these motherfuckers. Like, I get that y'all have some sort of intelligence, but at the end of the day, like, you're cows. Like, the real humans are somewhere else.
That's really their fault. I'm like, hey, we gotta revamp the program. We gotta kill these niggas at 10. They waiting too long. I get why you want to kill them at 12, because at 13 niggas start getting muscle. They might up on you. Hey, 12 too close. Gotta cut them at 10. Maybe even 9, just for like, it could be some underground niggas selling that 12-year-old meat. Yeah. But everybody 9. Before these niggas can even think to box back, 9. You're cutting it off.
That would have been smart, like, actually.
Because really, that's what this is a
early nigga though. That nigga Phil was smart at 5.
He's smart, but he wasn't strong enough to really pull it off.
He filet mignon. Phil is Kobe beef.
Yeah, which means at 6 we can still eat good.
Kobe beef, bro. They like, yo, this little 5-year-old got the damn that nigga brain.
It bang him. But that's what I think. I'm like, they tripping. Because really, you right. These niggas the bad guys. Y'all was born to be meat. That'd be like my chicken got up was like, nigga, I'm out. I'm like, what? Bro, somebody kill this chicken before he gets smart.
He like, nah, nigga, you already got stressed.
I'm like, bro, why these chickens got guns?
The worst part is after he stretched you, you go back to chicken coop, there's 50 fucking chickens in that bitch. You only had 10. There's like, oh, how the fuck these 50? Oh, we freed a couple other chickens from the next door, bro.
Fucking kid. Bro, get your coop in order, bro, because they just came and robbed my coop.
One chicken with fucking glasses on.
You know how hot I'd be?
I'm fucking all y'all.
Imagine we hear that. We like, hey, MGG Coop, I heard his coop ran out. I heard all his chickens got loose. And we just sit here like, yeah, that nigga goofy. And next thing you know, I'm like, bro, his coop got my coop. Hey, you better lock yours down, bro. His chicken coop coming. I told him to kill him at 9, but he wouldn't listen.
The chickens with the strats.
Damn, I heard his chickens out here killing niggas in the wild. Hey, remember Goldie Pond at Chicken Fight Club? I heard all the niggas got loose, bro. All of them.
There was 2 old ass chickens in that.
Yeah, 2 old greasy ass chickens that led everybody on the rebellion. Bro, I went there and the chicken threw an axe at my head. That's when I was like, bro, I'm going vegan. They got me fucked up.
I'm full dead, man. My God.
More side tangents.
The biggest question with the chapter though is just who is the them that he sent the letter to? Because I mean, like, at first you might be able to argue like the upper echelon of like his fighting squad. Yeah. But that's still odd that I feel like you would need to send a letter out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And for them to like play it as a mystery, I feel like that'd be unnecessary considering we already saw the upper echelon, at least in that one snippet. So they could have just said, oh, get, the crew here. But for him to actually use them, I feel like Norman's on some shady-ish.
Of course. As always, so. Like, we knew it, though.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
When he showed up, I didn't trust that name. But it's cool. I fuck with it. I would join the Norman squad, to be completely honest.
Oh, no, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Whose squad you joining, Gramps? The Norman or the Emma squad?
Norman, fuck that.
Yeah, you kidding?
Norman Emma squad.
Norman.
I know this nigga trying to argue that Emma was MVP of the year, so I'm trying to...
she was for her actions, but now she also in the running for Goofy of the year, too.
Low key.
There you go.
For sure. 2019 Goofy.
Hey, look, guys, I know these tigers are trying to eat us, but let's not kill them all. I'm about to run through these tigers.
Ray he might be more of a Goofy for sticking with it, for losing his clout and fucking
actually, what if it's petty and Ray's like, oh snap, you ain't about this? Man, that really sucks. Snitch to Norman. Be like, yo, Emma ain't about this, like, you gonna need to do something about this.
He really gay.
Be like, oh, dude.
Gang.
it'll be his little revenge because they set aside something in the beginning of the story. Remember when they were trying to figure out who the traitor was? When Ray was the traitor the whole time?
Oh yeah, they actually just showed that in the anime too. That was
they
lit.
got to that part?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, they
the anime's lit. I'm telling you, the anime's legit.
Them niggas moving fast. They
Until
are.
they escape, then you gonna stop watching it, right?
You said what?
Until they escape, then you gonna stop watching it.
Yeah, for sure. I think like the escape is the biggest moment there. Maybe I'll watch the Lewis fight because I got to see like that Adam shit animated.
That'd be sick.
That Adam punch, like that animated might be lit. But that's about it. Yeah, really, I just need to see the escape, see that Phil go, we blowing this bitch up. But that's it.
Okay.
7 Deadly Sins, some light respect. That boy woke up.
Oh, he out.
So I don't know what the plan was. What the plan was he was never in there the whole time and he was somewhere else, or he just escaped early.
Yeah, he just escaped early. Merlin's plan was to literally freeze him in time while they all think of a good solution.
Yeah.
That it was just a stall. But obviously it's Meliodas, so that's not gonna work.
So
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, it's here.
The look, how did he look like Esterosa to you? I'll ask that.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm like, is there a theory there that these niggas are like? Because what's really gonna piss me off is if it turns out that the Demon King and the Goddess Queen fucked and had a kid.
No.
And those are Esterosa and Meliodas because of their ability.
No.
Specifically, Esterosa's ability to play both sides of light and dark. No. Even though he was going crazy, he still was able to like maintain it when they said, "All right, this nigga should definitely die." So a part of me is gonna be pissed off because I'm like,
"No, they would."
That's such an annoying ass cycle because you just like ruined 2 kids' lives for doing that shit, but y'all did that. You know what I mean? They got along. They got along to curse a nigga. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be mortal enemies. Why would y'all come together to curse 2 people? That part was always confusing to me. So there, I'm just like, that already raised the eyebrow, and then the fact that like the look when they did this Esterosa shit, it fucked it up because before I got it, when Meliodas' wanted picture looked like Esterosa and we saw him and we're like, oh, they're brothers. So I go, oh, okay, fine, whatever. Somehow this picture I still doesn't make sense either. Now that I think about it more, that connection still doesn't make sense. But at least I was like, all right, that's like Meliodas in the future. Maybe at some point they got that picture or whatever. But now that he looks like that, and he looks like Esterosa, I go like the connection is deeper than I think between the 2 of them.
Possibly.
And my theory is that maybe Esterosa is half demon, half goddess.
That'd be crazy.
That's my thought. As to why that nigga could be so broken also. It's like, alright, cool, he got some holy in him, and he fucking niggas up. I don't know.
Damn.
That's my theory to it. Because, I mean, like, Zeldris has, like, dark hair. That's his other brother. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, why you look like this other nigga then? I don't know. That just, like, randomly came to my mind. But, yeah, you had a point.
No, I mean, for one, I was low-key just pissed. I didn't think about it like that, but I was just pissed that he just looks like Esterosa, because I just like the goofy... Lazy. No. I mean, like, not like that, but I just like it... No. I disliked it not looking like Meliodas anymore because I like the Meliodas.
Oh
look.
yeah, you would prefer
like the small,
him,
still goofy, but just OP.
Yeah, the
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think.
But they had him grow up and everything. But now, a few theories I thought about was one with Meliodas actually successfully getting all the commandments, being the Demon King. There's not pretty much anyone who could F with him, but maybe Ban.
How, bro? That nigga gave his power away.
He gave his power of immortality, but I mean, he's still strong, hopefully. So what I'm thinking is that it's going to be just like in the Underworld against the Demon King. Ban going to show up, try and do some work. He going to get dropped. But maybe help out when good Meliodas shows up. Because again, he's still somewhere in the world trying to get to where they at. So, I mean, like at the very end when he was escaping from the Demon King, homie slices off an arm like it's no big deal. So like good Meliodas got practically, normal Meliodas power. So I feel like there's going to be a team up again almost against the Demon King, now Meliodas. And they're going to somehow merge the good side, bad side, and then everything's done pretty much.
See that now I got another question, which may or may not be related to what you just said, but do you think... So he's a Demon King now.
Yeah.
Does that mean his ability is still his ability, or does he take on the Demon King's ability to?
I think it's gonna be like how Esterosa sucked up the curses, that he technically just has everything. Low-key.
Okay.
I don't. Well, maybe no. I don't really think so. I feel like that might be too broken, but I don't think they're gonna transfer like the actual Demon King's ability, where it's like every time you try to hurt him, it heals him. Yeah. I don't think he's gonna gain that, but I think like literally all the power of the curses, he's just gonna have that, and then the obvious OP power and strength, like, and speed.
Gotcha.
So I mean, that alone, like, there's literally no one who could touch him. Maybe Merlin, but if I was Meliodas, Merlin would be the first one I murder. So I mean, after that,
this is my confusion still. Is I feel like they haven't done a good job of explaining the abilities that each one of them have.
Oh,
like,
the curses?
Yeah, like how that works. Okay. Yeah, no, like not even the commandments, but like the abilities. Because what's his face didn't have a commandment either. Cusack and Chandler, but they had an ability. Like when they fused, it was like their ability is as they keep getting weak, like they're basically dying throughout the fight. But as they get closer to dying, they get stronger. Right. Like the commandments, the what do you call it? The angel abilities. They all have a thing, but like I don't get what like Kings is a spirit. So I like those people. The other commandments or the other sins don't really have like an ability besides like Ban. Ban's ability was like that immortality thing.
Oh, I see.
And the fox hunt. You know what I mean? The ability to like steal people's powers. Merlin, I don't see what she has as an ability. I feel like she's just a good mage. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, like I feel like they kind of gave up on the whole like as far as the sins all having like their special weapons. Yeah, I feel like they pretty much gave up on that because the only people to really use it, if I remember, actually, you know what? Time out. You know what? I take that back. I felt like they gave up on it, but it was just actually a low-key, super slow progression. Yeah. Because they did actually evolve that to a decent extent.
They talk about everyone's. I don't know what Merlin's is, but I think it's that ball, right?
It's the orb. Yeah, it's the orb, low-key. So you know what? I'm going to take that back. That's my bad. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, as far as, like, abilities go, it was pretty much the main focus was just on the actual weapons. Everybody else was just from a different race, and you could quote unquote argue that that's their ability, right? You know. So I guess like if you wanted to think about it, where Deanna's ability is just controlling Earth,
and having battleship from her like specific lineage.
Right. Fairy King. I mean, that weapon alone is like OP because he's the fucking Fairy King. Yep. Trying to think about it.
Pride actually had an ability. Ben had an ability. Right. It was just a magician.
So I don't know. It's like here and there about that, but yeah, no, I don't see. I feel like we're finally starting to wind down, though. I feel like the whole manga itself maybe has like 5 chapters left, possibly.
Interesting. All right, we'll see how that goes.
We'll see. We'll see how that plays. I'm trying to see what other notes I had. I was low key kind of pissed about Mael against Zeldoris. Like just like the fight, like just kind of how they like played that chapter. Zeldoris just running wild and like doing what he needs to do. But I was more pissed that Mael couldn't do more work on him. Yeah. If you really think about it, like Zeldoris was pretty much murking him, and the only reason Mael got him because Zeldoris was distracted. Yeah, really?
I think it's kind of dumb. I mean, it clearly shows that Pride like deserved his power because Pride was doing more. I think Pride was like. Well, he had to go to the one form too, so I guess there's that as well. Right,
but I mean, like you're talking about the originator of the power. You would think that as soon as it gets to him, he could just be like even more powerful than Pride, arguably.
I think he used it kind of trashy, and I think even animated. The coolest thing you're gonna see is that his cruel son is bigger than Pride's cruel son. Right,
and like that was it. And Zeldoris was still like, "Oh, that's trash to me." Yeah, I'm like, okay. Yeah. So, granted, he did. I mean, actually, they didn't show what's his face in the chapter, so I guess that cruel son did actually get rid of the original demon. I'll give him big ups for that. Yeah. If he really is gone, I'd be like, fuck, 1 hit KO, okay, fine. But nah, he should have been able to murk Zeldoris without using cheap tricks like that. Right. But so that was the last thing I was pissed about. But everything else, yeah.
Okay. Black Clover then One Piece. Black Clover. I think
I don't know how I felt about that.
Just a regular fight. Yeah. I'm glad that they lined them up. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
That they just did 2 fights in one.
Oh, you actually did like that?
Yeah, because I don't want to see everyone's individual fight. To me, for them to do with I think the best 2 fights in my opinion what I would have expected to be the best two fights kind of sucked. But to me, I guess I hope that it means that they're just expediting the side fights to get to what we need to. But if they end up like just doing it with this fight and then I get like 5 chapters of Noelle, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed. Or like 5 chapters of who are like fucking Nozzle Silva fighting somebody. Like I'm gonna be like, yo, this is garbage.
Straight up. But no, I personally didn't like it. I mean, like, big ups to Fuego Leon getting the respect. I mean, I already had the respect for Mara Leona, but it's like, I don't know. I wanted at least a full chapter of the Mara Leona fight. Because again,
I would agree with that.
I mean, that was like the fight that at least I was hyped for.
I would love to see Mara Leona and them like really have a true fight. I felt like they tried to mirror it too much to Fuego Leon's fight. I think the way Fuego Leon's fight went was way better. I don't need a lot of chapters. The dude's power itself was boring to me. So I think like how they did that, I was like, cool, that's great. But Mara Leona's, I think, especially for like the fact that the anime exists, it would have been better for them to put in like actual like these
action
because they're both two like very combat heavy magicians, mages.
Like go in.
That'd been lit. Like see them go like beast form, start trying to buy her. She's like, nah, nigga, burn that shit.
I'm already a beast. Like get the fuck off me. I thought that would have been sick, but no, it's like they tried to match a street beast fight to like it started out more as like, well, it was actually low key. It was a strap fight. Yeah. It was a strap fight because like he had the ultimate defense, and the only way to get around it was to have a decoy and get like go up in there. Yeah. Mara Leona was like box, and it was like So to be honest, I don't really like that, but yeah, I mean, like you said, at least the one plus is that we can like get the story keep on moving. Right. That's like just a plus with Black Clover too. Like it's just all about the boxing. Just keep on going with the boxing.
That's all I'm here
nonstop.
For.
So.
I'm here to see niggas catch bodies in Black Clover. That's pretty much it. Once they started doing a lot of that talking backstory shit, I was kind of like. But
I mean, granted, they didn't really have a lot of chapters with that, so I'm gonna give this Black Clover big ups for just sticking to what Black Clover does, like the entire show. So I mean, hey, I
don't expect nothing deep out of it.
Right.
It's more fairy tale. Nah, line. Let me stop. Let's move on to the next one. One Piece. So y'all think Robert's gonna get a solo fight?
Oh, right. Fuck yeah, they found out.
Roger?
Robin. You think Robin's gonna get a solo fight this arc? Just throw that question out there.
I don't see it from anybody we've seen though.
I think there's a lot of fuck niggas on there.
That's true. I mean,
that is possible for her to get like a random fuck nigga samurai. That's like, how would you describe it? Like more of a whole cake combatant, like one of those general type guys, but on a lower level. I think there's some of that there. Like these samurais that I keep seeing that's protecting the Shogun. I don't know if they keep trying to hype the nigga up with the weird hairstyle. I don't know if they're trying to say that he's up there or not.
No, I think that for him, they're just foreshadowing the fight with Kinemon. I think that's all that was.
Okay. So he's trash to me then. If he's fighting Kinemon. They try to big up Kinemon like nobody's business. I'm like, bro, that's trash. One of the greatest samurai.
That is true. I mean, like what highlights have we truly seen?
We haven't seen him in a real battle.
Say again?
We saw him cut fire, and Zoro was like, "Ooh, I gotta figure out."
Oh, true. But I mean, we never saw him like in a fight though. So
I think personally, what sucks is that they were like spoofed out of the world. I think they were like Luffy level strong. You know what I mean? So like maybe Luffy whatever when they crossed the water shit or something. I don't know. But I just think they were strong. But the problem for me is that they got slapped 20 years in the future with no training. If they trained those 20 years and they were just like ghosted, then I would see them on like, because I think that they were sons. They were sonning like what's his face? The two minks. Like I think 20 years ago, those two minks were like little kids to them, you know? So I feel like if they had 20 years to mature, they would have been stronger than those two minks who were taking on Jack. So to me, they're like King of Fire level if they had the 20 years to actually like continue to be samurai and develop. Then Kinemon to me would be a King of Fire level type nigga. But like right now, I don't even know where they're weaker to Kinemon's weaker to me than the two the two animals. I don't think he could take on Jack 1v1. If he surprises me and he says he can, then I would totally understand why that nigga said we gon' take down Kaido. I would totally I'd be like, oh, I slept on Kinemon hard. I don't know, I give him an MVP or whatever the year. If he is like stronger than Jack in reality, he's an automatic MVP of the year for me because I didn't expect none of that from that nigga. Or come up character. There we go.
That'd be huge. I don't know.
Y'all think he's stronger than Jack?
I do not, to be honest with you.
No,
I don't see that.
I can't see it, but
I can't see it.
Who see the samurai going against throughout this?
What samurai?
At the very end of this all.
What samurai? You talking about the one with the...
all of the samurai,
that was there at the party?
9 samurai or whatever?
Oh, you mean the 9 chiefs, the 9 beards or beards? Like
no, 9 chiefs, right?
Is that what you're talking about, Grimes?
Yeah, all the guys that were working under
like the original Shogun.
Yeah.
We've seen Shutemaru, who we think is one, go against Jack. That's about the only thing I remember.
And we saw what Shutemaru did against Jack.
Yeah.
That is
if
true.
They 1v1'd each
Actually,
other.
low-key, that is
true. But the thing is, Shutemaru didn't get poofed into the future, you feel me?
Ooh,
that nigga at 20 years still mature. That's why I say that. Because he was probably, like, not that great previously. Kinemon was the leader,
But I thought Shutemaru was the one that was trying to run shit in the area that they were living in, and then the Shogun came and gave him that work.
Oh, that's...
what?
And it seemed like it might have been a close match or whatever.
Snap.
How did they get poofed into the future?
Somebody's fruit.
Actually, fuck.
Huh?
I'm starting to...
Future fruit.
No, I thought it's called like the Toki fruit. I think it's like time.
Right. And you can only jump future,
forward.
can't go back, yeah.
But,
I will say before I forget...
Also, if you think about it, I think Kinemon is like probably in his 30s. If I'm understanding it correctly, based on what we've seen in all of the chapters. So if he would have been 20 years older, don't you think that age would have weathered him down?
I was thinking that, but at the same time, there's like a lot of old OP people in One Piece though.
Say Goku,
so
no, but the thing is, they're not as strong as what they were in their prime though. That's the issue.
I feel you.
As strong as they are right now.
Okay.
Well, like I think
old age, and they must have been even more monstrous back in the day.
I think we putting too much respect on Prime hype. I feel like One Piece is gonna reveal a Naruto storyline to us because I think Kinemon in his prime was 20 years ago, but it's like, I mean, I'm sure he didn't master hockey back then, you know?
Yeah, we have no...
I think for him, it's just hard to say that, like, they really, like, took him in his prime, if that makes sense. Because I felt like if he was really in his prime, that nigga would have stayed there and bodied, like, everybody. Like, you know what I mean? It would be like, he fought, like, 50 niggas and then got pooped to the future. But I don't see any of that, and that's the problem with this arc is like these side characters, they're not in the pirate world, so we don't have like a metric to gauge how strong they could or couldn't be, because it's like, I just know that you were like the strongest nigga there. Well, Chopper had like that one soldier nigga that was the strongest nigga there, you know what I mean? He was his own, but that nigga would get dropped if he was a pirate. Like, he ain't nobody special being the strongest of that area. Here is hard. I don't know. It's just hard to gauge how strong I think. I just don't think he is up there.
Not to mention just the quantity of the characters we've been given over this short amount of time too.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of depth in like any of them practically. So.
And I just think some of these niggas are. Go ahead.
I think it would have been better if we saw the fight between him and Law. How much effort did Law have to put in order to basically split him in half and throw him on top of that dragon somehow?
No, I think that's true.
Yeah, true.
Maybe that's something that we'll get from him though. Like when Kinemon's about to fight, maybe that's like a Law statement we'll get in the background where he's just like, oh yeah, when I fought him, that nigga was actually, you know what I mean? Put that little extra seasoning. But personally, I see Kinemon like that might be a good metric. Like dude with one leg from Dressrosa.
Yeah.
Like that's how I see him. It's like, he's definitely up there in his realm, but he's still not like Luffy will beat him. Like, Luffy definitely would have beat that dude, but it's like, oh, okay, yeah. He's going to get... We know Kinemon's going to get a one-on-one fight with somebody. Right? And I guess it's going to be this whatever dude, because he's trying to talk so much shit. He need to get put in his place, but... I just don't... We just know he's not a real power, if that makes sense.
Right. Oh, and though if, like... Oh, I want to say, since I'm just looking at the picture now, but, like, that slap pretty much proved that she's a sister. Like, if there was any doubt before. Yeah. But, like, there's, like, they putting way too much respect on her right now. And, like, when we first started ranting about the past and everything, they gave her, like, a side picture, too, like, thinking, like, she probably deeply thinking about that or something like that. So, she definitely a sister.
I think Robin can take on Orochi.
Robin?
Yeah. You don't think Robin can take Orochi on? I don't feel like Orochi's supposed to be up there.
That low key would be kind of smart, considering that Robin is able to, like,
the many hands versus the many heads.
Multiple versions of herself, and he can make multiple heads. Yeah, essentially of himself.
Yo, that'd be crazy.
Those who can be clashing against each other.
Low-key, I like that.
That nigga's actually strong.
I just don't think he's like I don't take him as like strong.
Right,
but,
so
like
he's not a warrior.
A decent he's a decent combatant where it's like, all right, Robin can do a 1v1, strangle this nigga up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like make it semi-difficult, and then that's
right. Because like a good question was going to be,
she has to strangle multiple necks at the same time.
I don't even think she'll be able to do it. He'll probably be like, "No, my shit's too flexy for that." So she probably had to use like try to use some big shit that might not work. You know.
And then we see like a secret technique.
Can Robin use Haki?
As far as we know.
That'd be lit if she could.
But she can use the Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yeah, I was actually surprised on that one.
I still
wasn't
really
ready.
Get how she was able to dip using that. Like, was she in the same place?
No, but she was never in there. That's the thing. It was literally a clone. It was a hand clone. But I don't get how she even did that, to be honest with you.
Well, we saw that she was getting more and more body parts. I don't know if she did full body clone in Fishman, though. That's why I don't remember.
I don't think
but
so.
I feel like maybe she did.
She only did the giant feet.
She did do the big feet.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's a good character development for her.
Right, and it pretty much fits who she is too. So.
Yeah, kind of a ninja. It'd be nice if she borrowed some stuff from here too.
Oh, she gets some Oniwawa.
That'd be decent. Yeah, like if she just borrowed a couple of ninja skills from here, I think that'd be okay to like diversify her character. Because, like I said, I still am of the theory that Chopper is going to learn from this Sung whatever shit. The moon shit, and somehow integrate it into the Rumble Ball. We already see Nami's got a power up with Zeus. I don't think he's leaving this arc. I personally
think Nami is getting training with the ninjas as well, though.
I mean, maybe.
Nah, I feel like that's more of a joke. I think it's a joke.
Yeah, I think it's a running joke. I can see Robin taking that type of power up more than I see Nami, because I think Nami's power up was boom, Zeus. You got Zeus, nigga. Like, yeah. What do we need Nami to be a combatant for? Like, they pretty much let her lean on the climb attack for her fights. So, I don't think she can get more than that. Usopp, I don't see any potential powers from him. Sanji, obviously, is we got the whole Cake Island power-ups to me. It's like, something's coming with the Rumble Ball, Sanji's thing, Nami and Zeus. To me, I'm like, okay, now we got the niggas that's left on Wano. Who's going to get a power-up from here? Do I think everybody's going to get a power-up? It'd be nice, but I feel like maybe not. So Zoro, we know for sure, is getting a power-up because this is Samurai Land. Yep. Something's got to come from this. Yep. Or like a new skill that maybe we didn't know he had, but like something's coming from Zoro for sure. And I think like a couple other characters. I don't see anything aligned with Frankie right now. There's been no setups for like fights or anything that seemed like Frankie would get involved in like a character development way. Same thing, I don't see anything from Usopp. So I'm like, my guess is like, since he's talking about Robin, it's going to be Robin.
I can see something from Brooke.
Really?
Based on like, because like
I thought was shit. Huh? I thought Whole Cake was a power for him, to be honest, because his like soul control and the going up against Big Mom a couple of different times.
It's Brooke against Big Mom, though, you know? So he doesn't really have a chance to shine. Yeah. That was actually going to be a thought that I had, because, mine is thinking about Robin, which would be tight now, thinking about it. But, it was going to be a thought of who is going to fight Orochi right now. Because, like, he's got to fight somebody. Like, everything's, like, in this chaotic kind of mode right now. Right. So it's kind of going down now, at least for, like, a prelim. So either Someone's
Robin
gonna
was
fight Orochi, or someone's gonna have the master escape plan and just get everybody out of there, which I still don't see. So I feel like either Robin's gonna take him or Brooke might take him, considering they showed him real quick, because I think he's kind of close by.
Got you. Because I was like, who had the kid? I thought it was Robin that was running with her, but no, it was Otoko.
No, that was like another courtesan, I think.
Okay. I thought it was Robin for a second, but yeah, no. I think Robin could do this fight, honestly. I think she's strong enough to do this. And like I said, I think the Brooke thing, what might happen to me maybe is that instead of getting something new, we just see what he learned from Whole Cake as a power-up. So it's like his fight is like, oh, by the way, like, I'm this raw now. Like, you know? I never took him as a samurai. Like, he has a sword, but I never took him as wanting to develop as a swordsman. They've went, like, very magical with his power. And I think they did that on purpose, because they were like, he's not going to be able to ever compete with Zoro.
True.
He's always going to be boring compared to Zoro, so, like, let's just make him do different shit. So.
True. But I mean, just in like Japanese manga and anime, there's always been hype on the delayed effect moves, though. So that's where like his swordsman power up. So if like he got even like better with that, I can still see him doing it, because I mean, I personally think like, you know, those kind of moves are sick. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I agree.
So we'll see, I guess.
Any theories from you? Fights, power ups, Gramps.
I know y'all gonna say this is crazy.
Dick.
Time to flame.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Charizard.
The fuck? Wait a minute, what?
What's the easy way to kill Charizard?
Easy way?
Throw
Drown
water on
him?
his tail, right?
Yeah, drown him.
The water on his tail. If you doused out his fire, you would kill Charizard.
Oh, you thinking that's King of Fire?
Similar to Charizard.
King of Fire.
Game. Who's trying to learn how to cut fire?
Zoro.
Zoro's going to learn to cut fire from Kinemon. During this fight, he's going to use that training that he learned to cut the fire off of Kane. Because everybody's been wondering how the hell he's a flaming, flying bird. He's going to cut that fire. That's going to be his weakness. He's going to kill him. End of story.
I don't think that's a wild theory. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's a wild theory. What I would hope though is that I don't like when you say train Kinemon. I still see it like how I saw. You know when Zoro learned how to cut steel.
Yeah.
Or when he learned how to do like the pound move, the distance
shooting
move.
The air.
I feel like Zoro's development is always like he might get a hint and then he figure it out on his own. So I feel like Kinemon's not gonna tell him. He might give him a hint, and then in that fight he learns how to do it. So it's pretty much what you said, just that. Okay. I don't think like Kinemon's actually going to train him in cutting fire. I've never seen that ever happen to Zoro besides Mihawk, where Zoro's actually like trained to learn a new ability.
Okay.
It's almost always been like his own intuition figuring it out for any development. He's like, oh, I need a range move. He was like, let me think about how I can create that. And then he's like, battle, perfect. Let me test it in this battle. Like,
True.
I feel like that's exactly what he might do with King of Fire. Just like,
that makes sense.
I'm going to test it.
I can see that. Okay.
So, that'll be interesting to see, though. But no, I think that theory's not far off at all.
True. I mean, if anything, the fight itself has to go down.
The Charizard part was a little weird at the beginning.
Yeah, I was like,
everything else made sense.
It was like, crazy theory, Charizard. It's like, so they gonna get Ashton?
Right.
Like, what's up? Is that gonna be a fruit? The Pokemon fruit?
Alright, so MVP of the week?
Fuck. I keep forgetting to pick one. God
I got one already.
I feel like someone's gonna say Robin.
I'm gonna give it to Kuze Sosuke.
Oh, you dick! I was gonna do that.
Who?
Hey,
The guy who beat Tanoji.
Oh.
God damn.
Master Predator guy's son.
Yeah.
Who beat Tanoji.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna lose.
Bro, I'm telling you, everyone did, I figured. I mean, like, that was the flow of the anime. Like,
took out my nigga.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna give mine to Yami because in the anime I finally saw the move y'all were talking about.
Wait, which one?
Yeah, where he was
cut due dimensions.
Yeah, I mean it happened a while ago.
Yeah,
but I think I had skipped it because I was like tired of bullshit.
That was the best
but I didn't know it was
arc.
gonna come up. But then they showed it in a flashback.
He was like, "Hey, nigga, I don't." He literally said, "I don't care what you talking about because this a one hit." I was like, "What was everybody fighting for then?" I was like, "Oh man, they say he gonna spam it soon." I was like, "This gonna get ignorant."
Bro, this nigga be spamming
It's
that move
like
all
one of
the
the
time.
best moves they introduced so far, son.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see though with Black Clover that they can even the captains still like learn new spells.
True.
But I feel like they still lack a good arsenal. It seemed the spell count seems very low, even for high tier characters.
Mm-hmm.
They max. I've seen like I don't think they have more than 5 spells, like different spells that I feel like I've seen, which kind of sucks for me. I'm like hoping your book is like, you know what I mean, like Zatchbell. That's what I wanted out of Zatchbell. Zatchbell learning a new spell was like, god damn. Nigga with 10 spells was like giving you that work.
You're not winning.
Yeah.
Spells meant levels, nigga.
100%. It was like, oh, this nigga got 10. and especially Zatch's spells, because by the time he got to like 4 or 5, that nigga was summoning a lightning dragon, like to fucking kill you. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? So
Man, I always used to remember thinking that nigga was weak for not
Zatch?
comboing them spells. No, his book holder.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, bro,
And
you
he
got
supposed to be on
the
the spot,
magnet
too.
joint plus the dragon? You gonna get hit, bro. Why did he never combo? But that's a side story.
Damn.
I know I'm giving mine too.
Yeah, same.
I'm giving it to Norman, man, because I mean he coming out with the real plans, I guess.
True.
I felt like of all the
Dimensions
chapters. What if he cut into their dimension and then just grab Emma and just pull that bitch out like you, and then dropped her ass off a fairy tale?
I'm saying
Drops her in fairy.
That's her manga though.
that's her
where she
world.
need
That's
to
the
be
world
at.
she need to be in.
That's true.
They need to bring light into this motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, also I lied. I'm gonna take it to Fairy Tail. I know it sucks to give an MVP to a Fairy Tail person, but I'm gonna give it to Wendy because apparently, like in this side story thing, she has the ability to cast enchant magic that lets people's magic actually work on a dragon. So I don't know where she developed that spell from, but she's basically able to go like, yeah, she's literally like become top tier of support in that manga.
Oh, so you've been keeping up with the 100 Years quest?
Yeah.
That nigga
Wait,
talking about
so-
he dropped it. He's
wait,
stuck
the-
on Fairy Tail.
So just so I'm understanding this right, so
yeah.
it's like you cannot be a dragon slayer, and with her magic, your
Be a
magic
dragon
now be. Oh, okay,
Yes,
that's
pretty
actually
much.
pretty sick. Okay,
So yeah, so for the fact that she's able to do that, like I feel like we don't give support characters that much respect.
they really
But
do
like
need it.
officer support shit, that's some broken ass support shit.
True.
For real.
Oh, fuck.
So is she better than Lucy's, what's the name? What's that king dude's name? The king of the...
Loki?
Oh, you know Lucy's power, right?
Yeah, the
Right.
summoning
Celestial,
things.
yeah.
Yeah, the king of...
Oh, Spirit King.
Oh, Spirit King.
It's
Do you
her
think she's
shit.
better? Do you think she's better than Lucy at this point?
Can
Well,
Wendy
seeing
beat
as
her?
a
Lucy can bring him out.
seeing as a Spirit King is like really a
Yeah.
a last ditch effort move. Like you can only use it once. All the keys break. You have to find all the motherfuckers again to be able to use them again. I would argue that yes,
I thought you had to break one key in order to break him out, and you would lose that one key forever. Because I thought she gave away. I thought she.
Oh, true. Yeah. You break one key. My bad.
Yeah, you
my
just
bad.
gotta break a key.
You break one key. So you gotta break one key. So that means she has the ability to use it. What, like
11 more
11
times.
times now? So that means that's broken. But the thing is, like Wendy's support, I felt like Lucy is semi support, but like just really a weak attacker. What do you
Yeah.
call that? In terms of like team makeup,
A support
Like,
that attacks.
like the
No,
one that
I
you
think-
use,
I
you
think you
steal
like-
all the time.
I think if it was like an RPG, she would be like a rogue, maybe.
Yeah. I can see Lucy as that, where she doesn't really have much damage. She's just a person that maybe pull out a nice crit. You use her to steal items from the boss, or like she just does like little light damage if you need someone to still like wear their HP down while you're healing everybody else. But like she's not support to me. I think Wendy is like true support, and she just happens to have a raw ass regular move too. You know what I mean? She can heal motherfuckers, enchant people's magic. She's been playing the support role like pretty much all throughout the last part of Fairy Tail and all through this 100 years shit. She just do a bunch of support shit. They be like, oh, Wendy just cast some enchant so my defense is boosted. I was like, damn, we adding these concepts into Fairy Tail now? What the fuck? But yeah, so I'm putting respect on her name.
Damn. There's like no good ones. I was thinking about Norman, but
No one put Robin yet. Got Shadow Clone Jutsu.
That Shadow Clone Jutsu was legit though. Like I was about to say, like Homegirl's got. Like I didn't see her getting out of that. I don't know how she was gonna get out of that, bro.
That fade for real.
Like she was gone.
I was like, damn, is she about to jump all of them? For real?
Yo, if Robin took all, that'd be a game changer.
I was like, damn, them niggas some hoes. Even the fat nigga on the ceiling got on. Damn.
Like what? Fuck. Let me see. Oh, actually, that kind of brings up a question. Why didn't Homegirl actually get hurt from that? Because, like, so I mean, technically her clone was still, like, an appendage of herself, right?
Yeah.
And it was ideally thought that any damage happens to her appendages, she still feels, right?
Mm-hmm.
That clone got dissipated because there were throwing stars inside of it.
Yeah.
When you think that technically she'd at least be bleeding somewhere, but it looks like she took no damage at all.
Oh.
So
I keep thinking that, but I was like, maybe I'm just thinking about Naruto.
But so I mean, low key, if her clones don't take damage for her, then that's actually a pretty big plus. But I just want to throw that out there.
That makes her
way
better than Konomura from Bleach.
Ooh.
That makes her leagues better than that nigga Konomura from Bleach, bro. Leagues.
Oh god, but fuck for the MVP. You know what? On a super random note, I'm gonna give it to the courtesan for slapping Orochi. Because it took some heavy ovaries to do that. And I give her respect for that.
Her ovaries to the ground, boy.
I mean, like, no joke. I mean, she said, I bow to no man. It's
I mean,
like,
she been fucking abusing men since she made half the niggas in her village broke.
Right. So it's
off
like...
her finesse. And the sad part is that if you do that to the whole, like, most of the village, don't you think news would have spread that she doing that?
Yeah.
Yet they still fell for it.
So she got that to her head real quick. Like, you know what? Ain't nobody, not even the Shogun, about this. Like, slap.
The power pussy.
So you know what? All right, I'll give her a big us for that. I mean, I still think it was low key foolish, but you know, whatever.
Robin will save her.
Yeah.
All right, well, we out of here.
Bye.
See you.
Until next time.